Oh my god, I'm sorry. Shit. I didn't know my I didn't know my fucking transition stinger was already here. I didn't realize I already installed them. God damn. Sorry. Oh, Douglas Diaz, my man. Thank you for the gifts, dude. Hi. Welcome everybody. Jesus. Yeah, sorry I had to fucking, cancel my stream or postpone my stream multiple times. It wasn't my fault. My YouTube, sorry, my internet provider wasn't really working out very well for me, so I just decided to pause it. But on the other hand, I have some news for the VTuber Awards. I have a date now. Congrats on transitioning. Oh, true, 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 true. I have a date now. PLDC, always PLDC, dude, always. So I have a date for the VTuber Awards now, and it's going to be January 31st, literally the end of the month, is because that's the Saturday. I initially wanted it to be a Sunday, but I kind of wanted it to be over by the end of the month. So for PH, for Eastern people, that's going to be February 1 morning, but for US people, that's going to be January 31st evening. So I don't have an exact time for it yet. I'm thinking maybe 8 or 9, but I have everything like figured out. Will you call it the new VTuber Awards? No, because it's basically just called the VTuber Awards, like a play on words for how the Japanese call it. Yeah. Who's hosting? Me, obviously. And Rima and Parrot. Yeah. Well, I'm not. Yeah, that's it. Is Parrot going to IE in your awards? Parrot is going to do more than IEing on my awards, dude. Hard to hear. Oh shit, really? Give me a sec. Is my mic settings fucked? Holy shit. We have a lot to talk about, chat. We do have a lot to talk about. We have like, oh yeah, it is. You're right. Okay, there we go. My mic should be fine now. Yeah. We have a lot to talk about, okay? Because apparently a lot of shit happened within the span of 3 days. 3 goddamn days. And I wasn't able to talk about like last week's drama. Last week, I thought there wasn't any drama, right? Because to be fair, because I was working my ass off and I didn't have that much time to open Twitter and look at the stuff that was happening like on the news and shit like that. I didn't realize that big drama was happening. Like I didn't see the fucking the what's it called, the Cha-Cha situation, not Cha-Cha Chilla one, the deporting Filian one. I didn't see that situation. I didn't see Iron Mouse getting apparently lambasted fucking again, among many other things. So wow. I thought we finally had a week where we didn't have drama, and turns out there was. It's Nusagi, down Charlie. True. Bunny de Ayo did nothing wrong. Look at her chest. Down, Charlie is right. Yeah. Hi Lumi, welcome to the stream. So, yeah, I was surprised you weren't around sooner. I didn't know it was happening. I wanted to be around sooner. Yeah. Give me a sec. I feel like I should change the thumbnail. I feel like I should change the. Okay. I'm going to change the title and the thumbnail of my stream real quick. Okay. Holy shit. That's a lot of drama. Okay, there we go. That should be enough. Whatever. We'll leave it at that. So, let's see. Oh my fucking god, how do I turn it off? It's not supposed... Fade. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's not even supposed to be playing here yet. Okay, so, drama we're going to talk about, okay? We're going to talk about like the Kingsman drama. We're going to talk about the Kyrie, this whole situation. We're going to talk about the Cha-Cha Zilla one. We're going to talk about the Iron Mouse one. Then we're going to talk about the Lakari one, the League of Legends player that apparently had weird shit on his thing rather, among many other things. Oh, and I don't know if I want to talk about the Miko and the Miko situation, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, wait a minute. We're also going to talk about the Bayo. Sorry, the Bunny Ayo situation. Yeah, Bunny Ayo. Bunny Ayo. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm just gonna put this in the browser real quick. Jesus, where the fuck is it? Bunny Ayo. 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 Hold on, chat. Hold on. What the fuck, dude? Oh, here we go. Azehara, I'm just gonna use your fucking tweet because it's the one I found first. So first though, let's have a little dessert. Oh, sorry. Let's have a little what's the term here? What's the term that I want to use here? A little entree. Okay. You sure the Miko situation is very strange, but but pressing regardless? How do I want to say that? The Miko situation is bad, cause okay, so very quick TLDR for the Miko situation, okay? So basically, Miko talked about like some things that she wasn't supposed to talk about, right? Like discussing paywalled content, basically. And people knew this, got angry at it for talking about this, and you know, a lot of harassment was thrown her way in the form of backlash. And then sometime after that, Miko decided to go on a hiatus, but it turns out the hiatus or the break was actually pre-planned. It was planned before the whole drama happened, but it made it look bad because it seemed like Miko and Cover Corp was actually caving to the drama. And then as she came back, Hololive gave out a announcement basically that they're going to take action against people that were being weird around her. Horse paywall content? Yeah, basically. Yeah. And, you know, Miko and Pecora, they're well known for having, for being, you know, weird around horses. Not like in a sexual, okay, sorry if that sounded bad. Not in a sexual sort of weird around horses, but like, you know, they have a habit of gambling on horses and shit like that. It's the only form of gambling that's legal in Japan, I would like to think. Yeah. But as it is, I don't understand the hate for that, not gonna lie. Oh, it's really stupid because it's just horse racing. People are very serious about horse racing, and you know how it is with Japanese content creators. They will always have a reason to like hate on somebody and like, you know, make that as an excuse to harass them. Oh, hi Margarita. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Have some pebbles. Hope you're doing well, DN. No, actually. Side tangent. This month is actually super bad for me. Cause I got shat on by hospital bills and like clinic stuff. Like a lot of health issues actually like bombarded me at once, okay? I'm not saying this to pity farm and ask for super chats and shit like that, but like I have to vent about this for a while. Before we get started rather. At first, it was simple. It was just a broken fucking wrist. Okay? It wasn't that problematic. Yes, I had to take a break from streaming for at least 2 weeks. Well, 1 week actually, but you know, I kind of took a little less time on streaming just to let it heal, and it has healed a little bit. Like, it's okay now. Well, it's not okay now. It still hurts, but you know, it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. I have that going for me. But then I stepped on a rusty nail. Did you get yourself an ergonomic mouse? No, not yet. I have to buy one. I keep forgetting to buy one. And then I stepped on a rusty nail with on a patch of dirt. And you know what that means, right? Like, you know that means fucking tetanus. Especially if you live in the Philippines, of course, 90% of the time it's going to have tetanus. So I had to take a break, like for a day, stop working on everything, get my shot. After I got my shot, I was fucking dead, dude. Like, I couldn't, I didn't want to do anything after that. For some reason, that tired the hell out of me. And you know what's next after that? My teeth flared up. And now I have a root canal that I need to have fucking fixed. That costs me like $300. That will cost me, apparently, like $300. Not just one tooth, chat. 2 teeth. 2 pieces of teeth in my mouth right now that needs to have its canal fucking, like, I don't exactly know what the terminology is used. This is the first time I've heard of it. Apparently what they do is that they drill to the very bottom of my teeth, and then they take out the nerves or something. Apparently I'm not going to feel any pain, but it's going to flare up, and I'm going to be okay afterwards because, you know, the nerves are down. No insurance. My insurance doesn't cover shit like that, no. Because you know how it is with PH, what's it called? PhilHealth? Yeah, okay. So the one retarded thing about PhilHealth, chat, they only cover like $30 of your hospital bills every month. $30 actually not even every month, every year probably. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was every year. Like, they only cover 1,700 PHP of your shit every year. And like, why are people paying for this? Why? It's so retarded. Vouchers behind the horse harassment. True, Charlie Spur. Thanks for the super chat. $20 is cheap. My tooth extraction was $580 for one back tooth. Oh, maybe it's cheap because, you know, I live in PH. So like currency relative wise, it's like, it's not that bad. But still, $300 is a lot to me. Like, goddamn, that's like my rent. That's my entire fucking rent. That sucks. I know how health. Yeah. So. So I'm out here eating fucking peasant food. I can't even really do too much. And, you know, I have to work my ass off for the VTuber Awards. And I have to pump out the next video. Wow. And I have to also go to work. So it's not a good time right now, chat. Yeah. I feel like I need to vent that off because it's like, holy shit, man. How do people deal with this? And at the same time, you know, this is a secret technique that I use to brainwash myself into like feeling good about myself whenever shit like this happens. If you guys find yourself in like a if you guys find yourself in a rough time, maybe perhaps it will help you too. But you know what I do in order to make me to make me forget about like my problems? Margot, you didn't have to do that. Yeah, but thank you. You don't have to do that. Like I said, I'm not saying this to like pity farm super chats and shit like that. But like, I need to vent because aside from my roommate, I don't here in where I live at least. I don't really have that many people to talk to, because you know. But thank you, Margot. So here's the strat. Okay, here's the strat. Think about poor people. Think about poor people, or think about somebody like, you know, a fucking soldier or somebody that's like mining in a coal mine right now, and think about the frequent aches, the pain that they go through, and the fact that despite what the hell they're facing, they have to still go to work. That's what I do. I think about the suffering of others to make myself feel better. Yeah. That's what I do. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it works. It just does. And but at the same time, it's like, is that a bad thing though? Like, isn't that sort of a bad thing? Because it's a very much a bad thing, I would like to think. Yeah. Lumi, you don't have to do that. Holy shit, dude. Lumi, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. Oh God, thank you for the 20, man. I thought about a poor person and then threw this at you. Hope you feel better. Lumi is one of the real one, bros. Yeah. Oh, good morning, by the way. Good morning to all of you. It makes you appreciate the luck you have. Yeah, relative to like. You know what I do actually? I think about the first person that I think about when I think about that is my dad. Cause I don't know if I think I have told you guys. My dad died from liver failure. My dad was like, if I'm an alcoholic now, my dad was an uber alcoholic. right? That bro would not stop drinking every single time. At least me, I have like 2 or 3 days where I don't drink, but my dad drinks every time. And during the last 3 years of his life, he was in super pain. Like he was in super pain. Like I remember the screams, dude. Every time I visited the hospital, and every time like there was one time where my dad got discharged for like at least a couple months because the doctors thought it was getting better, it was gonna go better, and suddenly he just started fucking screaming. That still rings in my head, dude. I cannot forget about that. I think about that. How much? And you have to remember, yeah, normal Filipino shit, exactly. You have to remember. Okay, maybe I didn't tell you guys this, but aside from having liver failure, my dad also had kidney stones. So, like, that happening simultaneously, it's like, holy shit, dude. Either he died from the pain, or he died from the liver failure, or liver cirrhosis, or whatever. Like, one of those two. Because I heard that the pain that you get from liver failure is, not liver failure, from kidney stones is something more profound. Like, apparently it's worse than childbirth or some bullshit like that. Yeah. This is now Depnog fundraising fund. Thank you, Reeps. I appreciate the $5. Yeah. So I think about that whenever I'm in pain. And I always feel better. I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess despite what I'm going through right now, technically, it's not the worst. Yeah. Misagi, do you need a hug? I'm fine. I'm fine right now, ... Yeah. But it's okay. Oh shit, Margarita, I'm so sorry. Yeah. We know, a lot of us knows exactly how that feels. I wish my... Okay, so maybe... Okay, I'm going to get super... Okay, this is so parasocial. Okay. But I'm gonna vent this out to you too, chat. I think one of the worst things about like how my dad died is not just the pain, but also the fact that he died thinking I hated him. I'm not gonna get sentimental over it because I'm already over it, right? Like, yeah, this fucking hurts, but I was like fucking 11 or 12. I think I told you guys I was like the black sheep of the family. My family didn't necessarily hate me. I was the one that my family didn't hate me per se, but I was the one that gets treated like the less, right? Like, how do I want to say this? My younger sister would have all the because it's the youngest and the girl of the family, the daughter. My parents gave her like more priorities in terms of like, you know, giving her what she wants, making sure her shit is up to speed, blah blah blah. In the meantime, my brother, which is like in Filipino tradition, supposed to be the breadwinner of the group, of the siblings, my parents invested a lot of money and time and more attention into him because they thought he was going to be the one carrying the family in the future, right? And as a result, you know, middle child syndrome, I didn't really get that much attention. I didn't really like, I was treated less, I was given stuff the less, and not just that, I was also treated the most harshly. Whenever my siblings and I gets into trouble, my siblings get like, you know, the typical like slipper to the ass, belt to the ass, whatever the case might be. But I don't just get that. I get like, okay, I don't know what else to call the terminology. I don't know if this is like some sort of punishment in the US, but my dad would make me kneel on salt and make me stay that way for 1 hour. Like, fuck, what's the term there? It's a Filipino thing where to punish your child, you would make them kneel and put their arms up like they were being crucified, like sideways, right? Like a crucified like sort of thing, hanging it while on salt. And whenever your arms lower down, they fucking like beat you up so it stands straight up back again, like shit like that. My dad would do that to me. Physical abuse, what the fuck? Maybe it was physical abuse, but me personally, you know, I powered through it. It was okay, right? It was hard, to be fair. It's just that I was able to tolerate it. But the fact that my siblings rarely got that treatment was like, That was interesting to me. And as a result, I recognized all these discrepancies. I recognized that I was being treated unfairly and was punished more harshly and wasn't given the same things the same way they did. So what I did was that I was like rebellious. Yes, at the same time, I was like the highest in terms of school. I was like the highest performing among us three, but at the same time, I was rebellious. I was the one who skipped class, who did not pay attention to my parents, who fucking fought them on things for the most frivolous reasons, right? And that gave my dad the impression that I hated him. I know this because one time, he asked me about this directly. He told me in Bisaya. He asked me, "Son, do you hate me?" And I actually said yes. I fucking hate you. Because you're a bad father. I made I was also like some sort of a poet. Like I wrote in diaries and shit like that, right? And I intentionally hid a page I hid my notebook somewhere around where his like cabinet is, so that when he would open it and read it, he would see the fact that I fucking hate him. I wanted to rub it in his fucking face. 4 months later, he died. Yeah. So obviously growing up, that kind of that's a feels bad moment for me. It's like, oh god. I mean, in retrospect, yeah, maybe I wasn't like I wasn't necessarily the most favorite child, but at the same time, did I have to go that far? Because holy shit, I was a brutal fucking kid. I was, but in my head during that time, I felt like he deserved it. Thank you, Lumi, again for the 30. Lumi, stop donating. Man, my dad had me kneel on rice when he was a kid. He's Mexican and also have more money. I can probably buy you with this $10. Thank you, Lumi. I can be bought by $10. You're not wrong. But yeah, it is a Mexican, maybe it is like a Spanish tradition or something where like you had to kneel on something, like something that will irritate your feet or like prickly. Yeah. Kneeling on rice, I never kneeled on rice. Just salt. Yeah. Tacos burritos for the 10 again. Is Filian doing okay over there? Absolutely. If that Filipino kid lived here for more than like probably 10 months, she would die. Yeah. But I mean, how the fuck would you know how things would go in the future considering your limited wisdom at that time? True. I mean, when you are a kid, I was 11 at that time. When you were a kid, you tend to be like very annoying and rebellious and like immature for obvious reasons, right? But yeah. So I think about that, right? Like I think about my fucking dad's kidney stones. I think about my dad's liver failure. I think about the fact that his own son fucking hates him. And then I think, oh, okay, you know what? My life's not that bad. But at the same time, maybe it's not like he deserved it. It's not like it wasn't fully warranted. Because there were nights where my dad would like wave a gun around at us and fucking like threaten to kill us and shit like that. Whenever he and my mom would... There was this one time during the middle of the night where he and my mom started arguing. And then he threatened to kill us. And, I was like probably 9 at the time. So, yeah. It was not that... Yeah. Yeah. It sounds worse when I say... Actually, it sounds bad when I say it out loud. But, like, at that time, I didn't really care. Yeah. Bought $10 for you to say... You say, yeah, shorty. Thank you for the 10, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. At that time, when my dad said that, I didn't really mind. Because, again, I hated him. So, when he said that, I wasn't scared of that. I was actually thinking, fucking do it, bitch. Like... But then when he said that, I just fell asleep. I woke up, hear him say that, I mumble and like sigh in fucking annoyance and went back to sleep. That's what I did. So it wasn't that bad. It's not like I'm traumatized over it. But maybe that explains why I have like some sort of fatherless behavior sometimes. Or something like that, yeah. Now I know why you have a fetish for drowning. Funnily enough, that's how, I think I told you, Charlie Spur, or maybe I told somebody, that's actually how I even learned how to swim. My dad threw me over on the fucking beach, and that's how I knew how to swim. Because I felt like I had to do it to survive, and I eventually did. I'm making swimming motions right now. Yeah, that's how yeah. So, call my dad an abuser, but I guess, like, results are results. You know what I mean? We are trauma. Yeah, true. Are we trauma bonding now? Yes, we're trauma bonding. Yep. Yep. And at the same time, maybe that was actually, you know what? This leads me to the next point that I wanted to make regarding this one. I think this is the reason why I wanted. After all this, are you sure you don't hate your dad? Well, I'm more mature now, right? I'm more mature now. So I don't think I truly hated my dad, or right now at least, like looking back at it, I don't think I really hate my dad. Because my mom shared a lot of details about how my dad grew up and like his tendencies and like how he wanted to fix his issues before before he died and shit like that. So he was trying his best, right? Like he was trying his best. Was it abusive? Was it borderline abusive? Yes, but it wasn't like any more abusive than you are a typical Latino dad. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I wanted to. I'm not as violent as my dad, obviously, because when I saw my dad, when I get treated by my dad like that, and meanwhile I see other people on in my school have like very loving parents and shit like that, I think, you know what? I don't want to be I don't want to be like my dad, and that's why I'm more soft-hearted, if that makes sense. I'm more empathetic. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't become your dad like if you have a kid. Oh no, absolutely. I actually, in terms of like my parental stuff, I actually developed more traits from my mom's side, because my mom is more empathetic. My mom is, I mean, obviously a typical family dynamic, right? My mom is more empathetic rather, and my mom is more caring. I would like to think I'm more caring and like soft when I want to approach things. Violence is always like a last resort for me. When I want to, whenever there's conflict, I resolve it in three ways. First time, I try to resolve it by words. If it doesn't get resolved by words, I resolve it via manipulation. If manipulation doesn't work, that's when I go violence. Yeah. I just cry or self-isolate. True. I don't cry, Lumi, but yeah, I do self-isolate. Yeah. And again, that leads me to like this. Because of my experience with my dad, and because of my experience with my dad, and because I saw a lot of males in my school also kind of half acted the same way, like very strong men, I tended to want to be wanted to be friends with more females more. So that's why I have a lot of female friends, and like by the way, very close female friends. Not even like in a sexually or romantic partner kind of relationship. It's just like purely platonic, right? And I have a lot of friends like that. So, look at this shit. This guy says, if a girl bites me, is that a sign? I have a coworker and once we had a playful argument and she bit me. Next time we disagreed, she said, I'm gonna bite you, and I said I don't mind. Since then, she's biting me in a playful manner. Is that a sign that she likes me? I have no clue. I guarantee you, my honest answer to that is no. At least not all the time. Most of my female friends bite me. Chat. Most of them. Like, I would say like a comfortable 70% of them bite me. Sometimes on my arm, sometimes even on my cheek, sometimes on my ear. Absolutely no sexual or romantic intent ever. You might think that's weird, okay? You might think that's weird. Maybe it's a Filipino thing. Maybe it's something maybe it's something that's specific to my region. Maybe most of my friends are just autistic and menhera and shit like that. And because, I have a menhera radar, I tend to gravitate towards people like that. But like, yeah. So I don't know what to tell you. But at the same time, I can see why that can come off as romantic, right? Because like in a lot of cultures, the act of opening your mouth, not in a kissing, but like opening your mouth is vulnerability. Vulnerability is romance for a lot of people, right? And I can understand why it will come across as like romantic, especially if a girl is super playful. Right? But me personally, I know that a girl is comfortable with me when they start biting me or they start doing shit with me. Okay? I do. This is how, this is how he gets rabies. True. What if a bro does it? Oh, if a guy does it, that's absolutely gay. Okay. Not to be like, not to be sexist, but if a guy starts biting me, I'm gonna call him out and tell him he's gay and like punch him or something. Yeah. What are they, dogs? No, not really. I think so. The one thing that I've learned about women. Okay, so here's why I have such a good Menhera and woman radar. Okay, the one thing that I learned about women during my years, during my experiences being around them most of the time, is that touching is like one of the ways a woman bonds, not in a sexual or romantic way, just to elevate a relationship and max cap the friendship, if that makes sense, right? Like skinship. That's where the term skinship comes from. Like touching, hugging, like playing with your hair and shit like that. That is like a sign. That's like a sign of trust from a woman and a sign that they're comfortable with you. When a woman does this to you, yes, sometimes that means that they do like you, but also at the same time that just means that they're comfortable with you in the sense where it's non-romantic. They can be weird around you. They are being vulnerable with you. They trust you a lot as a friend, okay? And that happens all the time. And that's not even me humble bragging, okay? Again, this is probably just a very unique thing that I've experienced. It's just that that's how it works for me. So whenever I see somebody doing that, I don't immediately think that's normal. I actually like that because I think we have a problem. I think men in the world have two problems. Either one, they assume that everything that a woman does with them is like has a sexual or romantic connotation, or that they are super like dense and they don't know that a woman is flirting with them. Right? I think those are the two. That's the two extremes a man experiences. You're always one or the other. But I somehow find myself in the middle. And I think if you are in the middle, you start to tell what is. You can start to tell what is definitely playful, that's like sexual. Biting, that's sexual or romantic, and what's biting, that's just playful. If that makes sense, right? Trust you so much that they can beat themselves around you. No, exactly. Yeah. And I like that a lot. I feel like that kind of like nuanced perception of like how a woman acts is more important, because especially when you're a content creator, because you don't want to get accused of being like a sex pest, right? Or when you're creepy, like you don't want. I made a video about what's his paper frog, the paper frog VTuber, evil toaster, right? Like you don't want to be like evil toaster, where yes, a lot of these women did like appreciate him, love bomb him, whatever the case might be, tell you how whatever case you want to call it rather, and then you eventually get called fucking creepy because you decided to act on it, right? Like when men are definitely more direct, right? Men are definitely more direct, and if they are flirted with, or if a woman has intentions with a man, a lot of men, I would like to think, wants it to be direct. They want the woman to tell her, hey, I like you, or X, Y, and Z, and shit like that. But I think at the same time, because woman ultimately has the authority, okay? Like, when you want to fuck a woman, or when you want to romance a woman, they ultimately have the final say. Okay? Call me traditionalist, call me unbased, call me like woke or whatever, but I think it's the man that has to adjust to the woman. So the woman will allow you to, do that with her. I think that's the, I think that's how it should be. Like, obviously, there are many cases where a woman does jump themselves at a man, and if you are a man and that happens to you, then go ham, right? But like the world right now, we have like a fierce fucking birth rate crisis. We have a fierce like evil loneliness epidemic, among many other things. I think the plus EV move right now is to adapt to what the woman wants. But that doesn't mean you have to abandon everything that you know, or everything that you are, or do all these, or make it so that you do something that will harm you just for the sake of the woman. Obviously, there has to be like some sort of boundary there that you refuse to cross. But Actually, I don't even think that's traditionalist. Sorry, I don't even think that's woke. I think that's how it's always worked, right? Wasn't it always the job of a man to like try to woo the girl over? Wasn't that always the case, right? Like even back then, like in the past, like they would serenade the woman, sing them songs, try to like do that, like be romantic and shit like that. Men got no say. They must obey, go to war, and cope with depression. I didn't say that, man. I don't know if you're. I don't know if that's like you intentionally misunderstanding what I'm trying to say, but like that's not it at all. Yeah. Unfortunately, feminism broke the system, Nosagi. Yeah, and I think that's why I hate it, because modern feminism. Okay, modern feminism broke or like disrupted, or I don't know what the term is. It disrupted what that means. It basically just be like what I just said right now. Feminism, or even like the black pill manosphere culture would take that as me saying that you should submit to a woman, you should be subservient for the woman, when that's obviously that's not what I'm talking about. Like obviously, right? Like I don't know if you guys have like you guys fail to understand that, but that's obviously not what I'm trying to say. But in the world right now, that's how they will take it, and I hate it. I absolutely do. Like, and that's not my problem with the politics of the world right now. It just seems like you can't really talk about things. You can't really talk about like certain issues and have like a more nuanced take on something. Because there will always be like that one or two retard, or like that one retarded side that will take it the wrong way and intentionally like misunderstand you just so they can serve your agenda, right? Like for example, what I just said right now, 100% that is going to like some sort of like manosphere part of the VTubing culture and misunderstand what I'm trying to say intentionally, just so they can have something take out of context. Yeah, exactly. Like it's weird. I hate it. It's so stupid to me that when girls touch each other and think that they are friends, but when guys do it and people say you're gay as an insult and they can't have physical touch they want. I think like how do I want to say this? How do I want to say this? That's precisely, I think, the reason why men have difficulty understanding what touch is. Because touch to a woman is casual. Touch to a woman is like, friendly, openness, X, Y, and Z. Without necessarily even crossing into the romantic or sexual territory. To a man, touch is something else. Touch is something else. If a woman puts her thighs over my thigh, I'm not gonna think that much of it. I'm going to guarantee you, if another woman does that, if another guy experiences that, they're going to think the girl has sexual intentions. Yeah. Because I am all about, like, men's mental health. But at the same time, I'm also all about educating how a woman thinks to men, just so men don't get confused and men aren't misled to think about, like, certain things. I think about that. Yeah. Because... yeah, a lot of guys as well don't understand a lot of social cues. Yeah, no, absolutely, they don't. Because, again, men are more direct. Men prefer directness. And in a way, we are evolutionarily hardwired to think that way. We are. Because, life is easier that way. Hey, DN, do most of your female friends bite you? Yeah, like 70% of them, yeah. One just bit me when I was like last month when I was back in my hometown, yeah. First thing one of my friends did was bite my hand. Yeah, I've been flirted by a woman in the past and went about my hand and like, okay, yeah, she's just being nice to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I told you guys, right? Like it's one or two things. One, you are absolutely dense, or two, you assume that something else is happening. Yeah. It's always one of the two. It's so stupid to me that when girls touch each other. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Oh, hi, Lumi. Before I started dating my BF, people thought we were already dating because of how comfortable around we were each other. Lol. We did long distance for a while and now we live together. Aww, cute. Yeah. What? They bit your hand? Crazy. Yeah. We hugged and then we hugged. Hey, it's been a long time. Pat each other on the back, and then she grabbed my hand, fucking bit me. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Whatever. I don't know. The end could be dense. Oh, I can guarantee you, I'm not dense. I can tell when a person likes me, or wants. I can tell when a person wants to, like, romance me, or have sex with me, or something like that. Cause I'm actually not that dense. Yes, I may miss out on social cues, but I can tell. It's just that not many women want to fuck or romance me, cause I'm short and I'm brown. Right? Now, I'm not saying that women will only want to date like tall guys or wouldn't want to date short guys. It's just that I was not the most conventionally attractive. Yeah. Some people are into Shota the end. Oh yeah, no, that happened with my ex-girlfriend once. Okay. Okay. If you're a loser, or you're a nerd, or you're an autist, don't lose hope. Okay, don't lose hope. When people say that there are women out there that likes their men autistic, that likes their loser men, that likes the men that yap about the most random things on X, Y, and Z, there absolutely is. There's a lot of them, even, especially here in PH. There's a lot of women like that. Here in PH, at least, the qualities that you need to really get a girl is one thing: just be funny, and that's it. Yeah, just be funny. That's always like the one commandment among guys here when they say they want to have a girlfriend, and especially if they're not necessarily conventionally attractive, right? If you're funny, you can bag him, you can bag her rather. And you know what? I did. Yeah, absolutely. How tall are you? I'm 5'3". I'm shorter. Yes, I am shorter than Rima by around 1 to 3 inches, somewhere around there. Yeah, you had maidens. Yeah, I think well, I mean, a lot of people didn't believe me that I had a girlfriend, but yeah. Especially, you have to strike their interest in this case. Yeah. The girlfriend I bagged was a goth girl, so it's like duh, right? Uh, the girl I bagged was like was only like 2 inches shorter than me. Absolutely goth. Wanted to be treated like a mommy. Um, a lot of these other things, and you would think that girls like that would like the jocks, the handsome guys, the popular kids. No, the girls like that absolutely love their losers. Okay, chat. So I know a lot of goths IRL. I'm not talking about like e-girl goth. I'm talking about like actual goths. Okay, a lot of them, I would say like 80% of them like losers. They like their shaggies. Okay, they like their shaggies. They like their beast boys. They like their loser fucking funny like kind of monkeyish behavior kind of guys. They like the puppy guys. They do. Yeah. Obviously I don't have that anymore cuz well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys. I don't know if I want to tell you guys that. Maybe another time, maybe. Like, I'll tell you guys the story about how we, X, Y, and Z. But right now, I don't really have a girlfriend anymore because, well, aside from, like, one thing that happened, I'm not really pursuing a girlfriend right now. I'm very, like, content with where I am today. I have my work, I have my grind, I have you guys, and I have my fucking cats. I feel comfortable right now. I'm not really looking for a woman as much as I used to back then. Yeah. Uh, class clown. Yeah, if you are a class clown, you will bag anyone. I'm telling you. Okay, look. If you are the class clown in your class, you will bag anyone. If you're in PH, you do. Yeah. Did Nusagi explain what he meant by all the women around him bite him? Yeah, I did. Hi, Geminix. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just did. TLDR is that, yeah, like a lot of my female friends like casually bite me. Dian, will you be a cat guy when you get older? I hope not. I hope not. By class clown, do you mean the loudest in the room? No, not the loudest in the room. The actual funniest in the room. Yeah. Oh, spag sauce, you just need to put yourself out there. That is the most like generic advice anyone will ever tell you, but you just, yeah, the term you need to put yourself out there is an unreal, unbelievably effective strategy, okay? Because that chat, okay, I'm gonna use my personal experience and like a friend of mine's personal experience, okay? I think I told you guys, right? In high school, I was like the loser kid. I was the kid that likes to pretend to be like the anime protagonist, was super edgy. I had a hood on 24/7. I thought I wanted to be this mysterious. I would quote Jin from League of Legends, pretend to be this like philosophical, enlightened atheist, you know, like a true Redditor. I actually was one of those people, right? Surprise, surprise, throughout my entire high school and senior high school, I never found myself a girlfriend. Never. I was close with a lot of female friends back then. That's undeniable. But I never had a girlfriend. Oh, not a single one of those female friends were interested in me. Right? But at the same time, you are such a fucking dork, Lamau. Okay, yeah, but at the same time, I put myself out there. Because I was so confident and shameless in my anime protagonist dork energy behavior, I put myself out there. I made a lot of friends. Okay? And a lot of friends that actually like, you know, that became very comfortable around me. And a lot of friends that, how do I want to say this? That even I had the potential to have a relationship with. I did. So even when you are a loser, you will attract people that are like, let's say, like-minded. You will. You will bind with them. You will bond with them. You will develop a relationship with them. Not necessarily even romantic or sexual. You will have good friendships and shit like that until eventually, you will meet that one girl or guy that will like you for your personality. You will. That is my experience. If I was that sort of fucking loser, chat, and I was able to bag a girlfriend, and you have to remember, I'm still that guy right now. If you compared me to my high school era, I am still that guy right now without the mysterious anime roleplay energy. I still talk the same. I'm still that same sort of dork. I still like the same things. I still consume the same games, the same hentai, like the same things, say things the same way, everything. Yeah, I am still the same as I am in high school, aside from like my mentality. I will. What if you go to an all-boys school since childhood? Will these rules still apply? I mean, if you're in an all-boys school, obviously, and if you are in high school or college and you're in an all-boys school, your chances will decline unless you become gay, right? Cause you know, no girls around. Yeah. The good thing for us weebs now that we are morally acceptable. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what my advice is for a lot of people that might want to have a girlfriend if you're a loser. Again, just because you're a loser, just because you're a weeb, just because you are like some sort of fucking weirdo dork doesn't mean that will not exclude you from having a girlfriend. There's a lot of women that like that right now, okay? And the same case where if you're a fat woman, a lot of guys like their fat men. Women, rather. Yeah, not just in a fetish way, but it's just that's just, you know, they like it chunky and shit like that. So if you're a Kitchen Cells poster, is there still a chance? Oh my god, wait a minute. Kitchen Cells, was it Panko? I saw the fucking Panko post. Fuck, where was it? I saw that post. Was it Face connect? Hold on. Oh god. Was it this one? Was it this one? Yeah, fucking... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. My friends all blocked me, my Hispanic parents disowned me, and waiting to get fucked by Ice at any moment. Celebrating my wife's 100k subscriber goal because she won't betray me. Steak, asparagus, mashed potatoes, and Mountain Dew. How do I want to say this? If you are a loser, if you are a type of guy that absolutely will belong to kitchen cells, it's actually just a mindset thing. Yeah. Steak looks dry as fuck. I don't know. I don't really eat that much steak, but yeah. No, we can't fix them or we lose. True. We need to keep these people like this for our... Yeah. But you also need to be a good conversational partner. Okay, so Trauson, absolutely, you're right. So maybe part of the reason why I actually even was able to have like the kind of companions and like people and friends and like, you know, that I was able to have is because I would like to think that I might be very interesting to talk to, cause I like to yap. Okay, I like to yap about not just about random things, but even like I'm the type of person where I want to get to know you more than you'd get to know me. It's actually better if you don't know anything about me, right? Like, but I really want to know you, right? I don't know if that's creepy or not, but at least where I live, that was seen. I'm thinking that was seen as like somewhat attractive because it's a guy that will listen or some bullshit like that, or because, you know, oh my god, this guy pays attention to me and actually like remembers the things I told him. Oh my, yeah, like, you know, something like that. You know, like being a listener absolutely does help. But in my case, it's just my like my super mental illness to just want to know more about people. But I feel like you guys already know that about me. I made this fucking YouTube channel about knowing VTubers, among many other things. So like, you know, I'm guessing that attribute about myself carried over to my content. So, you know, yeah. The less people know me, the better. Yeah, the reason why I don't want people to know me is because my life isn't that interesting, actually. I don't have crazy experiences. I'm not like a super mentally ill goth girl that has like 5 suicide attempts when I was like 10 years old. Or I had like this, or my parents had this fucking, you know, weird guy that almost used to groom me or some bullshit. Like, I don't have any interesting stories to tell about myself. So I would rather listen to you. I'd rather know things about you. Yeah. What do they say after they find out you're into NTR? My girlfriend said that was hot. And then, yeah, okay. Oh god, we're going to get, okay. I opened the can. I might as well talk about it. So when my ex-girlfriend told me, when my ex-girlfriend found out that I liked NTR, because back then, we used to watch a lot of porn, and I had a notepad, right? Oh god, notepad, holy shit! The drama comes full circle, because we're going to talk about the notepad incident with, what's his name? Lakari. Okay, we're going to talk about that later, okay? But I had a notepad of, the hentais that I like, right? Because back then, I didn't know how to bookmark. I manually fucking typed out and copy-pasted the names of the material and the hentai and the porn that I like. Guess what? A lot of them were. Yeah. So that happened, right? And my ex-girlfriend looked at me and was like, what the fuck? You like cheating? And I'm like, well, no, actually, madam, it's not cheating. It's the act of a guy who sees her girlfriend fucking another guy, and the guy, which is the cock in this scenario, actually finds a curious liking to the fact that somebody else is pleasuring her wife. It's a very exquisite flavor of porn. I wouldn't expect you to understand. You know what she said? Tell me more. So I told her more. I went fucking, I yapped about like the different genres, the difference between netorase and netorare, like all these sorts of materials. I told her about like my favorite scenario. I told her about these X, Y's, and C's. And you know what she did? And she told me, "Do you want to cuck a guy?" And I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. But like, I explained to her, I like doing this, but it's like a fiction thing. I don't actually want to get cheated on or like hurt or break down a relationship like that. Like, I don't want to be in that experience IRL, but I like consuming it in content. And then she asked me what about role plays? Because my girlfriend likes role playing. She said, and I asked her, okay, what do you have in mind? She didn't say anything after that. She just gave me like a knowing smile and then left the room. We broke up 5 months later. So, yeah. I don't know what that meant. Exquisite, he says, yeah. I thought you being a cuck was a meme. No, well, it is a meme. I'm not actually a cuck. Like I told you guys, right? Like, I don't actually like being cucked or be a bull IRL. It's just something in fiction that I like to consume. It's like, yeah. I'm sure you know what that meant. I don't think I do. I took it as like, it could be like, one, she cheated on me, or that she intends to cheat on me and film herself and then I get to watch it or some bullshit like that. But she never did that to me. I asked her if she cheated on me and she said, I absolutely will not cheat on you, and X, Y, and Z. So it's like, that girl, she's a goth girl. That girl absolutely had principles. So I would 100% believe she never cheated on me. But I think she was planning something. But, her plans never went anywhere because we broke up like 5 months later. Yeah. She was shocked? I don't know about she was shocked. Dude, my ex-girlfriend was worse than me, dude. Worse than fucking me. You know why? She likes... Okay. How do I want to say this? My ex-girlfriend was part of a group of goths in my area that was like super hardcore. One of these women only comes when she gets stabbed. One likes to bleed. One likes to have candles dripped over them. One likes to put ice cubes in her vagina. One likes to be slapped the fuck out of consciousness, wake up, and get, yeah. My ex was one of these people. Not the Rayona? Yeah, absolutely the Rayona. She knows about, she consumes Rayona actually. Yeah. They were intense. Okay? They were even more of a sexual degenerate than I am. And I'm not really even a sexual degenerate because I don't actually like these things IRL. I only like them in my anime, in my fiction. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can get off to like, a guy getting cheated on and having his heart emotionally broken over on like, on a hentai or on a doujin. But if I see that IRL, I'm probably gonna cry with him, dude. Like, I'm a very soft guy. So, but these people, they were actually really like that. Yeah. This one in the Philippines? Yes, this was in the Philippines. Yeah. And like, my ex-girlfriend was part of that. Yeah. How did you find these people? Oh. How did we meet? I forgot. You told us you didn't have any interesting stories to tell, you freaking liar. Well, it's not my story. This was not my story to tell. I'm sure if my ex could, like, get over to the room and talk about it, like, she would have a lot of interesting stories to tell, but not me. I only know about the things that she tells me. Yeah. Not your story? Yeah, no, absolutely. My ex and I didn't even, like, do anything insane when we were together. We didn't do anything degenerate. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of the stuff we did was pretty vanilla. Yeah. Convince your ex to be a VTuber. I did! Chat, I did. I tried to, like, back in 2024. Oh my god, during the peak of my like era of my like viewership and shit like that. Oh my god, I wanted to convince her, dude, and I did. I was like, no, do it. I'll be your boyfriend manager. You know, I'll pull a Cinder for you. She didn't want to, cause my ex had a thing where she had a gura problem where she didn't like being looked at, right? If she's gonna have an audience, it has to be like very few people. If there were, she would break down probably. Well, exaggerating a little bit, but she would probably have like a mental breakdown if she sees that 1,000 people were watching her on stream. Yeah. So, you know, you sound like a washed up. I mean, you know, yeah. All those crazy goth chicks could be a crazy Gen 1 wave for a Menhera Corpo. Okay, well, they're probably going to be like a bad friend group, to be fair, because they're very mean. They would probably be a mean girl. They're the type of, I mean, obviously they're goth, so like, you know, there's different types of goth, right? But a lot of the politics around those, they're very vocal around their politics because they're goths. Again, they don't like anyone. They don't like normies. They don't like anyone that, like, you know, does XYZ. Some of them hate men, so it's like, you know, they might be a VTuber, they might be a good VTuber, but, you know, put them in a corpo and the corpo is gonna explode in like 2 months or something. Yeah. At least your ex knows boundaries and didn't force you into weird shit. Oh, she tried to at one point. She tried to. The weirdest. Okay, so the weirdest thing she wanted to do. Okay. Oh my god, the pegging allegations isn't going. The weirdest thing that she wanted to do was peg me. I said no, because that's weird. She's like, but I'm all about, but you, both of us are all about weird. You know, we're all about weird. I'm all about weird. I'm like, yeah, but that's like a different kind of weird. I don't even like pegging IRL. I'm not sorry, in my hentais. I'm like, but I do. And she's trying to beg me for it. But like, you know, but she tried to beg me for it for like 10 minutes straight. And then she tried to like, what's I'm gonna call it? Like bargain. If you let me do this, I will let you do this. And I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I'm like, but don't you want to? Like, you know, shit like that. It's pretty, yeah. Maybe some guys will fold if they hear that sort of begging, but not me. Yeah. Yeah. Dian didn't want the weird shit with the god. I mean, I can tolerate my weird shit, but not pegging, you know? Like, I'm all about... I'm all about supporting if a guy wants to do that, if, you know, wants to get the prostate massage, but not me, you know? I'd rather... I don't think I want to do that. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's just some funny stories. And that's why it's not weird. It's not weird if a girl wants to bite you. But if a girl wants to bite you and you think they like them, because that's always going to be a possibility, just do what I said here. Just do this. You know why I know this will work, chat? Because that's actually how I bagged my girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend, rather. That's how I bagged her. What I did was just we were jesting at this point, like we were super comfortable. We were at the point where, you know, we were friendly. I didn't really have feelings for her at this time, but we were at the point where she wanted to frequently, like, get on top of my back and like ask me to like what's I'm gonna call it, like when a girl like hops on your piggyback rides, yeah, when she would like we would piggyback ride her. When I wanted to watch a movie, I would invite her first because I know she would appreciate the movies. And like, you know, we have the same sort of like film mentality among many other things. So what happened was one time she joked about like something like this. She didn't bite me per se, but she joked to me. I'm not going to tell you the specifics of what she joked to me, but she joked to me about doing something with me. And I actually like pressed her on it. as a joke too, as a joke, quote unquote. And she said, okay, sure. She said that to me, like blank faced, gave me a knowing smile. And I was like stunned locked. I was like, wait, I was joking. Well, half joking. I kind of low key wanted you to do it, but I was joking. And, you know, she, yeah. 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 Could you, damn, you could carry her? I mean, she's smaller than me. She's 5 foot flat. So, you know, some men are dying of thirst while others drown. I mean, hey man, I would be one of the guys that would thirst. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm not ugly, but I'm not conventionally attractive either. At least I don't think I am. And I'm super short too. I'm 5'3", and I'm brown as fuck. You look at me and I'm like a weird mix of fucking Mexican, Filipino, and Spanish at the same time, right? That's how I look like. And a person like me, you would think would not be able to bag a goth GF. For some reason, I did. If I can do it, you guys can too. Again, it's just a matter of mindset. Can't you expand your interest, bro? I just happen to have a severe case of narcissism. True. True. Anyway, let's look at the comments of this, actually. What? You guys don't have people that playfully bite you, Rima says. I did have a friend who would do this a long time ago, but I do think she wanted to sleep with pretty much everyone she did it with. She also did... Wow! Okay, so I do know a lot. So in high school, I do know a lot of people like this. In high school, I did know a lot of people that would do that with the intent of seducing the guy. Back in high school, I also know a lot of girls that like the attention, if that makes sense. Like they like a guy's attention and just the attention. So, like for example, okay, here, scenario, okay? This scenario. I know a lot of girls that would, let's say, sit on your lap, hug you, kiss you on the cheek, do a lot of these things that indicate sexual or romantic intent. And when the guy actually, you know, tries to do something with them, the girl says no or says ew, no, or like, you know, something like refuse it. Because they don't actually want the guy, they just want the guy to like them. Or they just want the guy's attention. It's an ego thing with a lot of women like this. I'm not specifically talking about like Straub's example here, but like, you know, I'm just telling you guys there are like a lot of women that are like that. So, you know, yeah. Some girls are just touchy and annoying. Yeah, and a lot of women actually hate these girls that are touchy and annoying. A lot of women IRL that I know hate a lot of these pick-me girls. They do. Here, I'll let Junie explain. Juniper learns about biting. Okay, let's watch this. It's a short, so it's a short. Oh, Jesus. True! Okay. Wait, how is it muted? It says here that it's muted? Wait, what do you mean? It's like... Am I retarded? Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. Sorry.
Wanting to bite people? That's not a cannibalism thing. That's a woman thing. Actually, I need to tell you guys about something. One of my friends, decided to like look into it, and he was like, he sent me a screenshot that was like, so the cute response, like biting or squeezing or whatever, is basically our brain's way of preventing us from getting too overwhelmed and excited. And he said, "Congrats, it's autism."
This might be true. Aside from biting, a lot of my female friends also punch me. Yeah, they do. Like joking punch. Sometimes like they put a lot of their effort into it or like put a lot of strength into it, but it's a joke. Yeah. No, chat, it's a joke. Like it's like for example, like scenario. Me and a friend of mine, this happened last month when I was back in my hometown for Christmas. Me and an old friend met up. And then she was like, "Oh my god, you grew the fuck up. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since high school because it's like, you know, an old friend from high school, a very old close friend from high school." You know what she did before she punched me? Before she hugged me, chat? She fucking started beating up my chest and then like face hugged. Like, you know, Tokai Teo face hugged me. That's what happened. And the chest punches hurt a little. But it's like, this bitch again. But, you know, yeah. It's not serious, chat. It's not serious. If you punch me in the face, though, I will punch you in the face. I don't care if you're a girl. Yeah, when I was 14, not as an adult. A lot of adult women do that. Maybe they're just autistic too. What a weird relationship. It's not a weird relationship. I just have weird friends because I myself am weird. I'm telling you guys, if you are weird and you're very out there in your weirdness, other weird people will also like flock to you. If you have autism and you're an autist magnet, autistic people will also come to you. That's how it works. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Shoulder punch? Yeah, shoulder punches are there too. What the heck? I suppress my weirdness? Oh, don't. I guarantee you right now, being weird actually is like... Okay. How do I want to say this? Being weird is actually cool. Being normal and conventional is boring. Obviously, that's not a blanket general statement. There are a lot of cases in society where you do have to act normal. Like if you're in a party, act fucking normal. If you're with, like, you know, let's say you are with company, like you're in a business meeting or something, act fucking normal. But within your friend group, in the hobbies that you have, in how you behave with friends you are comfortable with, be weird. Yeah. I'm not talking about, like, weird. I'm talking about, like, you know, fun weird. I'm not talking about, like, watching... Or like, you know, consuming fucking watching incest porn with your homies and shit like that. Yeah. Cat. Oh, you hearing my cat? Yeah. Quirky. True. I hate the word quirky now. I feel like people ruined that word. Yeah. Wait, you don't do that? I mean, I try not to be weird when I'm around, like, people that, you know... when I'm around people I'm not supposed to be weird with. Yeah. So, speaking of weird, let's dive into this, okay? Now, I feel like we had like an entire hour of yapping about like my relationship, but okay, let's talk about this. Because this is also pretty fucking weird. Lakari accidentally leaks his notepad with download links to very suspicious file names. So, what he's doing right now, chat, is exactly the same thing I used to do. I literally have an entire notepad of the porn that I watched. So, let's look at it.
K feeds. Let me at least add way to the list of champions that I like. K feeds. Let me at least add way to the list of champions that I like.
Wait, where does the leak happen? Am I retarded?
K feeds. Let me at least add way to the list of champions that I like.
Wait, am I debated? Is this the wrong clip? Oh, it's censored. Can I have the uncensored version? Jesus Christ. I got debated. Actually, you know what? Damn. Rima has the uncensored one. Why is LSF taking down posts? Geminix, can you DM it to me? It's censored for good reason. Well, I want to see it. Okay. Your channel will get rocketed off of YouTube if you get the uncensored version. Oh. Oh. Really? It's just links, right? Oh, it's this one. Okay. It might be this one. Oh, Rima. Okay, Rima posted it. Okay. Gotcha. There we go. Look, it's Rima. Alright. What are these? Oh. Oh, God. Girls and... oh, God. Oh. So, these are actually real? These are not just 2D? Teen. Yeah, these are not 2D. These are... Oh. VIP discount. Okay, so he's pretty... Okay. GBT means jailbait teens, by the way. Where's JBT here? GBT. Oh, God. No, he's actually a... Oh, my God. Oh, my God, God. I want to see... Hold on. Chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see any of this until now. I knew there was some drama. I knew it was bad. I didn't think it was bad. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Bro goons in the same PC he streams to. See, and that's the sin. Okay? You do not goon to the same PC. Oh my God. I feel like that's common sense, right? Like, is that not common sense among streamers? Like, fucking Randon, aka Vesper, had an entire separate PC dedicated for just streaming alone and then an actual personal, like, computer. I do that all the time. Chat, you might not believe me, but I don't actually jack off in front of my PC. God, that's so... Oh my God. I don't think it's just about lollies at this point, though. Somebody tip off the FBI investigating this fucking dude and Asmongold Gold for telling him... Okay, why Asmongold Gold, though? Telling him to have a second PC for this shit? Well, yeah, because it's obvious. When you want to goon, get a second PC. Duh. Nah, bro had real yeah, exactly. This is not lolly shit. This is like actual shit. Yeah. And of course it's a League of Legends player. Oh my god, it's a League of Legends player too. Oh god. Real family newsism is fucking crazy. Yeah. Cause like I joke about anime incest actually having to be blood related, but I don't actually want actual brothers and sisters to, you know, do that. Jesus. Okay, his reaction is apparently this. Where's his reaction? The carry crashes out. Here we go. Oh my god, please play. Play!
I'm joking about it! Fuck!
Jesus. Yeah, can you notice my internet still has problems? Yeah.
What is right?
Okay, last. Release the files. I see it. Look at the comments, chat. Release the fucking files. Oh god.
I'm joking about it. Fuck you. What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man.
What?
What the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this.
I mean, I didn't do anything, he says. Well, I mean, chat, I guess that begets a very interesting, like, legal and philosophical question, though, right? If this guy didn't promote it, didn't act on it, never did anything with it, and it was just he accidentally leaked his degenerate shit, is that grounds for legal action? I mean, it's ground for people looking at him weird, I agree, but like, he got banned off of Twitch, right? I think possession is already a crime in Texas. Oh. And Kick? He also got banned on Kick? Wow. Wow. Okay, easier question. Is this evidence enough to get the cops involved? Probably. Probably. So he accidentally exposed himself. Yeah, he did. Jesus. He left the TTS on too. I sent you the clip. Oh shit, thanks, Gem. I want to see this. Alright. Gem, goated. Let's see this shit. Damn. Though LSF is farming everything from Lakari now, huh? Jesus. Imagine being a Twitch streamer and having an entire subreddit just dedicated to, like, you know, fucking harassing. Okay, maybe not harassing. To just monitoring everything that happens to you. God damn.
Pedophile. Pedophile. Pedophile, 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 pedo. You hit r/Sean. Every Redditor in America is going to wake up to the undeniable proof that you're a fucking freak-ass pedophile. Violence as you look. Pedo. Pedo. Pedo.
That cracks me the fuck up.
Pedo.
It's so over. Why would he not do anything? Fucking shut that the fuck up, dude. You know it takes one button to close that, right? Holy shit.
Pedo. Pedo.
Even his chat, his entire chat, look at his chat. Look at his chat. Yeah, notepad reason. Okay, so he's trying to. Okay. So,
Pedo.
I need lawyers, he says. Okay, so I'm going to imagine that he's actually going to go through his entire notepad just to prove. Oh, you're right. He is banned from Kick. Oh shit. Okay.
There's
Hold on. Is this
gonna be-
Asmund?
probably a lot of people.
Asmund Gold says he canceled the release of his podcast featuring Lakari.
People that will come in the chat and they want me to talk about the Kari stuff. Obviously, I think it's really weird and bad. I don't want to make any decisions and judgments for a legal reason. All I'm saying is that I think that if there needs to be an investigation, I hope there is one, and I don't want to have anything to fucking do with it. I'll tell you that. And also, we had Lakari on the podcast a couple of days ago. Safe to say, Allcraft is not going to come out this week. Sorry, guys. That's it. Right? And that's...
Use dark mode? I'm autistic, so I don't want to use dark mode.
Trying.
So what's his reaction to all of this? Did he put out a statement? Lakari is pressured to show recents. Okay. Why are you still streaming? Like, take a break, dude. Jesus. I would take a break if this happened to me.
Fap for Fun? Fap for Fun is a hentai site.
Can you see? Can you guys see? Can you guys see the links? Fat for Fun is a hentai site. Oh, FAP for Fun. Okay, sorry, it was Fat. F-A-T for Fun. I thought bro was into, like, you know. The hentai site I personally use is Hentai Ocean. It used to be H Anime, and now it's Hentai Ocean. I don't know any of these. So maybe he's even more of a bigger hentai degenerate than I am. Look, he made a bunch of nude fax documents to hide the recent ones, you can tell. Still failed. True.
Yeah, I downloaded a lot of that shit. Couples? Okay. That's literally... Is that not the... That's the file with the sus shit in it. Like...
Okay.
It says one thing, but it has a bunch of sus shit in it.
Okay.
So I don't understand. Like,
I see. I see. New text document. Yeah. No, I saw it. Look. I saw it. Holy shit. PLDC. Load. Dude, I guess my internet isn't fully fucking back. Yeah, look at this shit, chat. Next text document. He's still not over. It's actually still not over. 2026 variety games to not scam. All couples links. Handled exception. Fap for Fun. Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Not... Jesus. So is he like actually? Is he like fully cancelled now, chat? Is he like actually cancelled? Okay, thank you, Jam. Check these two. Okay. Thanks, by the way. Jesus, there's a lot that came from this, huh? And it's all just live stream fails shit.
Porn acting. You're right. I literally showed them, and they're still like. Click couples, and it won't open if it's deleted. Okay, well, I 100% fucking deleted it, so it shouldn't open, right?
It will.
It opened. What?
Yeah, it will. I have notepads. Of course it will. Address me. Elephant. They're using the address me meme. Oh god. He streamed for hours after he got caught. He probably didn't even know that there was drama until he did it. Yeah. Like he didn't realize while he was streaming, rather. Okay, he explains how shady stuff ended up in his PC. Alright. Let's listen to you, brother.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened.
Okay, explain.
Right. I was surfing a site. Okay? The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download, just got downloaded.
Wow! Oh god, he's pulling a Clara! Oh my god! Not wrong, by the way. Chat, okay, I know this because I also archive my fucking hentais, okay? Hentais, when you download them, you need most hentai sites, when you want to download them, you need an account. Cause it's against the best interest for the website, or any website, the porn site even, to not have you download it and then you watch it offline, because it actually takes away from you. It takes you away from the website. So they have to make you make accounts. This does not work. Oh my god. So he's saying he's got like malware in his PC. He clicked on a phishing link or some bullshit and downloaded a fucking virus that happened to contain porn. Wow.
Text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it.
What was there, you dumbass?
But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there.
Yes, it does.
So it was still there.
I do have Windows 11, so, you know, it's... Me personally, it's pretty useful that Windows 11 does that, but, you know.
After I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened.
Okay.
Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have, like, a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking...
I only have... Oh, wow. I don't even have that much. Chat, am I being outgooned here? Is he a bigger degenerate than I am?
Right, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it, and that's just what happened, man.
Sorry.
Like, that's what happened.
Sorry, that is exactly not what happens. Because I know you may have studied the ancient text more than I do, but I have also read it at least once. Okay? No hentai site downloads anything by itself. Nothing. You have to make an account. Sometimes you even have, for the 1080p versions, for the HD versions, you even have to pay a subscription or something. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please.
How do you have 3 terabytes? Jesus. I only have like 50 gigabytes of hentai on my shit. How do you have how do you have like 3,000 of those? Jesus.
No one's gonna fucking believe me, man.
Yeah, because it's not true.
There's no moving on? Okay.
Jesus. 3 TB, how do you go through all that? You don't. The only time you probably even need to download 3 terabytes of hentai is if it's like very specific scuff hentai. I'm gonna be honest, I really only have access to the mainstream hentai that you guys probably also have know and watched. Like the shit in H Anime and Hentai Haven and H Ocean, that's all the hentais that I've downloaded and watched. And I haven't even downloaded all of them, because some of them suck, some of them are not my cup of tea. But I've watched most of them. And that's all the only things that I have. How do you have 3 terabytes of hentai? Unless he was exaggerating, but at this point, probably not. Jesus. I gotta keep backups of the good shit. Oh, true. True. Hold on. Wow. Laxtein. Oh, Epstein. Okay.
Can you answer those names, bro? I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
She's 15, bro. She's 15, I'm 15.
There's
You know
a
what I mean?
fucking RSF thread!
Old enough for pee and old enough for me, you feel me? You smell me?
God. There was a screenshot from Lakari's Discord of him saying there's 2 black suburbans on the street. What do I do? I'm so fucked. What's suburbans? Unless you mean suburbans. What's suburbans? Oh, he thinks is fucking... Oh, you think the FBI is fucking watching him shit? Some glowies? Damn! Holy shit. His own mod unmodded themselves and dip. And your stream, dude, this isn't funny, this isn't a joke or something you can laugh off. I hope that this somehow was a bad mistake or a virus. But it's looking real bad. You need help. I'm unmodding myself and associating with you. Peace. Jesus! It's like the reverse of the Salen incident. Where, like, remember when fucking Salen, like, raided Salen's mods raided the Salen Tatsuki stream and just funneled them over to Doki Bird? Yeah. Oh, so these are the folder names. Okay, gotcha. I'm not gonna look at that, probably, because I'd get banned. Damn. Damn. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Maybe it's time to move on to the to new drama now. I think we've already explored as much as we can to know about this drama. We have. Jesus. So I'm guessing that's one thing a lot of streamers need to look out for now. Absolutely, in your OBS, do not open Windows Capture. Sorry, not Windows Capture, Screen Capture. Just open Windows Capture. No matter fucking what. Because it's gonna fuck you up. Have you talked about the drama on Marvel Rivals? Oh no, actually, I have not yet. There was also a clip that I sent you of chat giving him really bad advice, Lamau. Okay, one more. Let's look at one more, Let's look at one more clip. Jesus. So, question. Do you guys watch this guy? The money one? Okay.
Pay to view those files. If you show that you didn't spend money on it, you're good. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, then yeah, we're good. Then we're actually good. If that's the case, we're actually good. Because I didn't spend any fucking money on that shit. I literally immediately deleted it.
X. XXXXXXX. Dude, if you are an elite tier gooner, you have spent money on porn. You absolutely have. And why the fuck would you believe that too?
You can check my fucking bank and everything.
You can check your bank. I mean, your chat's not gonna see that, but like in the occasion you get raided by ICE, so and like have your shit checked, you know. Possession is one charge. Paying for it is a separate charge in many jurisdictions. Jesus.
CP, I'm like, it typed hentai, bro. What?
Nah, man. It's not just hentai at this point.
No, that doesn't make sense because I use incognito. Okay. Oh my fuck.
Dude, it's different, right? Because you know how in hentai there's a lolly tag in hentai. The shit that we saw in that notepad was more than just lolly or shota. Real family, jailbait, among many other things. It's not just hentai. You actually had real porn in there. Jesus. I thought they were true. It's like the fucking who was that streamer who got outed as liking lolly hentai too, but is anti-lolly? The fucking I hate goblins. They were just goblins or something. The Matsuri porn, or was it Matsuri? I forgot. Vosh, yeah, the horse guy, yeah. Jesus, the horse guy, yeah. Crap, it's literally the same fucking excuse. It doesn't work because it's just fundamentally different. Short stack goblins. The fuck is jailbait? Exactly what you think it is. So, okay. Next drama we're going to cover. I asked my Discord what's a good summary of the entire situation because I wasn't able to watch it. But let's see here. They told me that Moist has the best summary of the entire drama regarding the Kingsman situation. I've never delved into the Kingsman situation, but now I'm about to. So let's watch this.
A video game drama this big since the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga. What's happening with the Marvel Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre. In a nutshell, there was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse.
Okay.
There was a player by the name of Kingsman who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention that this money would be very helpful to him as a college student.
Okay.
And the rest of the team didn't seem to take it all that seriously, and eventually, when Kingsman was trying to, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance at winning, they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked from the tournament. His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
Okay.
He dies. Okay, guys. Haste and point proven right now. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes, how do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Whoa!
You're doing too much. Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No, she shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard, like, 4 people are dying here. That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
I saw this a couple days ago and I was so confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So
how do I want to say this? I know why. I actually know why. A lot of people, when they join tournaments, it's not for the prize money. It's not for the prize money, it's not for the prize money. It's not for the clout. It's for the bragging rights, and that's it. And they don't really even take it seriously. It's just one thing that these people will say that they think is interesting for a conversation, right? Like, oh hey, I joined this $40 tournament, a $40K tournament. Oh hey, I joined this fucking, I don't know, League of Legends tournament, and it sounds impressive. It sounds impressive. They literally do it only for that. The vibes, yeah, exactly.
So he
Jesus.
is very clearly trying his best to help the team win. And they were talking about like how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand? Like, case in point, we should make a switch. This isn't working. Our Widow is 0, 5, and 0, which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think it's a large part because Kingsman put the team on his fucking back here, like 18-2.
Yeah.
He was kind of going Insano style. I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch is one thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament for the sake of vibes, which is weird because, again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it? He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college.
Yeah.
Now, I also heard that when the tournament was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies. And then once $40,000 was announced, they still had that mindset. Meanwhile, Kingsman really wanted a piece of that.
I feel like if I joined a tournament that initially had something fucking... Like, if I joined the tournament that initially didn't have anything, but then suddenly there's a large fucking prize pool that could potentially change my life, I would lock the fuck in. Okay? That tournament would be my entire life for the duration that it runs. I feel like that's... I feel like that's normal. I feel so.
That pie because it would be helpful to him. It'd be like $3,000, which is a significant amount of money, especially for someone in college where this could be very useful. So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal. So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that.
Bruh.
And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to win so badly that they started to really resent him for it. It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where he got reported to the tournament organizer, they said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today, mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy. She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills.
Wow.
You are also spending
What a narcissist, dude.
your time inside
You're literally a streamer. You do the same thing.
playing video games. You're a streamer.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you using that as an insult against him? I didn't really detect a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them play.
Yeah, it's not like... Yeah, the footages that we saw didn't have Kingsman call him names or anything like that. None of that. It's all just, hey, we should fucking change point. And obviously, because he was being antagonized, he would raise his voice too.
Playing together, I guess you could make an argument that...
Hi, Senor Tortillas.
Maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was offering like a lot of advice on potential team comps, and he did multiple times mention like, hey, the Black Widow's probably not going to work here. We've got to be mindful of like dive comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps? And they would always kind of like roll their eyes at him and be like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
There's a clip I saw where one of them was like, you've got to just drop this, drop this, drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, you know, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is...
If somebody was the best. If there was one person who was better than me at any game and they would tell me advice, I would follow it.
It's a pretty hostile response to that because this is coming from a place of him just trying to help the team win. I don't think he was being like necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that. He certainly wasn't really being aggressive about it. Like, he never got personal. He was never like insulting his teammates.
Yeah.
He was never doing anything like that from what I could tell. So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a significant amount of money on the line. And if you're in a tournament, why would you not be trying to win? Team captain even made this statement saying, I don't want to win with someone who can't take...
You know, this is actually super bad. Because it frames, even if it's not the intent, or maybe it was the intent, knowing a lot of the character CC is trying to portray here, this kind of frames him as a sex pest who can't take no for an answer. Wow. Wow, holy shit. It misframes him without context. It makes it sound really bad.
Which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for the Jumbotron. I don't know where that's even coming from. His suggestions weren't heeded. Okay, he didn't start like, you know, stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll run it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And when it didn't work, he did eventually say like, look, told you so, can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer. Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times, like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here? What about this? But that isn't not taking no for an answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. And then continued to insult Kingsman and I guess anyone that was supporting him in her Discord saying, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the time?
It's really hard because this is the kind of drama that would set women back. That would send feminism back like 10 years, 50 years even.
Toxicity in the Kingsman Discord with not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community. Fire emoji.
Hi yo man, this is about like some random Marvel Rivals drama.
It'll really get your eyebrow in the air. So she's calling out the people that were supporting Kingsman, saying they're cocksuckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she has been the most openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community. And let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games. That is absolutely happening, and that shit sucks. Those are some fucking losers you can make fun of. Absolutely. But she, from what I can tell, when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman, and I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. Yeah. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy, especially considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean, you know.
You can't control your audience. I told you guys this, right? Like, yeah,
the day.
You can,
like,
100%.
He was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that. She, on the other hand, was just openly attacking him.
Everyone thinks this guy's a loser.
Like a bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep seeing spread around. That first clip is when he is explaining like why the Widow's not going to work, and they're like, oh, great point. Go fuck yourself, we're still playing Widow. That's all we're gonna do. We're here just for good vibes, good time, and I don't care if this money means something to you, because it doesn't to us. That second clip, that is not Cece, that is someone else named Lucy, whom has deleted this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here, but from the sound of things, she is insulting Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student, so then she's like making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme reference that'll make your skin crawl about it. It's just very mean-spirited. There's also another clip of her talking about it, saying, like, even if you support Kingsman, like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one. I guess since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head, I have a genuine question. I
think everyone has a genuine question after seeing
What
that.
a bitch. I don't know, man. Like, the tone by itself sounds like she's a super mean girl bitch.
Segment there.
God damn.
I don't know why she would be saying something like that with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look, and she is very openly, like, making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not CC, this was not someone that played on Kingsman's team, I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from
I saw
widow's
that
boyfriend.
Yeah.
The tournament organizer initially, like, doubled down, saying, nope, I maintain my position here. He deserved to be kicked from this tournament. He violated all of our rules.
Wow.
And then today he came
the tournament organizer? What? All for a woman? Come on, dude.
Forward, very somber, like, look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're right to be mad at me. I was wrong about everything.
Oh, okay.
I looked at this misleading evidence. It was only from one side and it was incorrect. I acted too hastily. So now he's like,
okay, that's no, that's good. That's good. I mean, I was waiting for him to make an excuse, but he flat out, like, just admitted it. Yeah, he heard it from one side and thought that the evidence was good enough, so I hacked it out hastily. Yeah, okay, thank God.
Very different tune about how, you know, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here, the people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's, like, difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me it was... That's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Also, Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this story, is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he
this is Zaza's boyfriend? Okay.
Control his impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer to kick him, the Google Doc, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, CC, the team captain, the one who was by far the most openly hostile to Kingsman and anyone that was showing any level of support for him, came forward with an apology as well.
Earlier, I woke up to 1,000x notifs from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman. I was having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak, I said Kingsman lacks social skill. Okay, buddy. Bro, I can guarantee you this bitch has never had a panic attack in her entire life. Okay? That's not what you do. That's not what happens when you have a panic attack. I was angry. I ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret and apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have a terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. Heart. I hate these sort of things, by the way. I hate it when there are retards out there that's gonna add like these I will blah 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 this and heart emoji when you damn well know that's not what's gonna happen. This has no accountability to it. She just said, I apologize for flinging another insult out to this. This shows I have terrible character. Okay, I apologize for flinging another insult. She's not apologizing for the entire situation, for being hostile to him. He's apologizing for saying exactly what she said on that Discord server, and that's it. No accountability whatsoever.
Sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman.
CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. So is she like Bunny Ayu?
panic attack and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it. I apologize for flinging another insult out. It shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. A community note even got hot dropped on here straight off the battle bus saying, even after the initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. So that apology didn't really go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough, from what I can find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it. You know, Zaza, her boy.
CC DM Kingsman and guilt tripping him? Okay, So, I was told that this video covers, like, the TLDR of the Google Doc. So, we might watch this. I just need a chat. I'm not going through the entire Google Docie. I can't. I don't think I have the energy for that, you know? Especially because it's not, like, a VTuber related. Yo. Yeah, okay. So we're going to watch this. It's from WestJet.
Seriously, answer this even if you support Kingsman, whatever. Support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel.
Massive day for the unemployed. The Marvel rival are done yapping. We got CC digging herself into an even deeper hole. She's reached hell. Kingsman himself dropped a crazy bombshell Google Doc. Google Docie.
Google Docie!
Scarce here.
My intro plays.
I originally wasn't planning on posting this, but the first screenshot kind of messed with my vibes a bit, so here it is. Oh no, the CC files.
The CC files.
Oh baby, we got some text leaks. Originally, I wasn't.
I love your energy, WestJet. What the fuck is this?
Anything else on this, but I saw this. Go on an alt, clip anonymously, download clip. If there's anything that can help us get him kicked off the team, don't worry. Plenty of people online just as good.
Go to an. Oh my god. If there's anything that. Oh my god.
Kingsman, like everybody else, is replaceable. Playing for the money, GTFO. There's no bans. Anyway, CC.
Yeah, duh. Oh my god, that's crazy, dog.
And oh boy, bro, please do something about these f***ing NPCs in my Discord server, TikTok chat, Instagram comments, and stream. I told them not to harass anyone like 40 times in my vid. If you have Twitch names, I can ban them. And he is not even lying.
Do not harass anybody you see in this video. If you go to their stream and you harass them or hate or say anything to any of them, I will ban you.
Okay, ban the guy that just said weight maxing.
You know why this won't work? Because this has become a culture war now. It has. And maybe one would say justifiably so, but it has reached beyond their small communities. It's gone mainstream. And that's because people hate this sort of thing. Fundamentally. They do. People don't like bullies.
Holy f***. They think I'm responsible for banning you, and all I said was I agree with Basm. He was gonna boot you anyways, no matter what I did. I wish you asked for clarification before you posted this godforsaken video. Instead, I'm here fighting panic attacks.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
The mass banning people on different platforms. Make another post or delete the video if you really care. Even the way she's asking him feels entitled. She doesn't feel genuine at all. I feel like nobody in this girl's life ever told her to just shut up.
Shut up!
Yeah, like the video if she needs to shut up. I am not deleting the video. It's legit just a VOD, but I have told my viewers like a trillion times not to harass anyone, and I'll keep saying that at the start of my streams and banning whoever I see. Why not? You took my clip out of context before even asking me for clarification.
I hate this. You got fucked over in the ass because you were being a bitch. You got Google Docky, you made a video about it. Oh, sorry. You got made a video about it, exposing your bad behavior. And then you say the video is not that bad. But then the entire context of the video makes it so that your behavior being portrayed as a 10 out of 10 bad bitch behavior is only a 9 out of 10 bad bitch behavior. Like, it's not that different. You were still being a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, just because you were actually less of a bitch with full context on doesn't mean you weren't being a bitch. You still got your ass handed to you. deservingly so. You know what I mean?
Can re-upload the VOD again? No, the VOD is staying up, dude. I'm not taking it down. Nothing is out of context. It's just the 16th and then the draft from a viewer's perspective.
Good.
You insinuated I was the one who got you banned. You put a SS random Discord message from someone else saying I was sus for not getting into a 1-by-1 call with Basm. She's acting like an angry ex-girlfriend, bro.
She
All
is.
of this type into a dude? Get a job. You are an asshole for harassing Zaza for a whole hour and making her upset even after we said to stop. And now I'm getting that harassment 10 times full. Tenfold. This guy had 18 more kills than Zaza the shitbag. Sorry to hear that. Stop lying. You're not sorry. I mean, you also got banned from Twitch the same day for your actions, which is a totally separate matter.
Okay, so he's trying to imply, I mean, you got banned because you were being justifiably a bitch. So you deserved it. You know, holy shit.
I'm so glad CC turned the Marvel Rivals creator Discord from a server I used to know and talk with people into a CC Glaze server with my old friends. Bro made a Twitter account just for this. I'm crying.
Base.
5 posts and already has 47,000 followers.
Hell yeah.
Just mocked that CC girl in one day. I didn't know she was from India. All right. Now we're going a bit too far, obviously.
Worse than
CC replied saying, I am in the middle of class as I see this, but I want to be clear. Those DMs with Kaplunk is not with me. I would not know of any substitute list. Yes, I know I flamed Kingsman, but I've been trying to apologize since that night. Proof below, I sent it to my friend at first and then someone else to confirm. I was already framed in the video as the person who made the boss call. This was confirmed, not me. Basm said Kaplunk messaged the staff.
Okay.
I, again, don't want to be instantly framed for something I didn't do. Again, I have 0 DMs with Kaplunk. I already apologized for my behavior.
Okay, so CC was not the one who, like, got him banned. Okay.
Kingsman.
Do we have proof of that?
I just want to move on, please. You can't even make it up. The contrast here is insane. The difference
True. The difference between, like, how she conducts herself towards him in private and his friends in private versus the public. The public, it's obvious that he's trying to pity farm and, like, you know, get simps rallied up, like, try to stir emotions in people. You know, I just want to move on from this. Please stop harassing me. ... You know? And then fucking in DM, she's just, you are a fucking bitch, you know that? Holy shit, like, oh my god.
The messages she sends Kingsman versus what she says publicly is crazy. She is one two-faced person. Hi, I wanted to ask if you could be my messenger to Kingsman. Basically, yesterday I had a panic attack and asked Kingsman to make a statement, re-upload VOD, clearing the lies on my name. Nobody cares about your justification or your panic attack. Stop using it as a blanket shield for criticism. Christ. Maybe if you upped your numbers, you wouldn't be having those.
True.
That's crass.
Even after
it's crass. Oh my fucking god. I know that Ludwig clip.
Initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman, speak ill of him across social media, and fail to hold herself accountable. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. It's already cooked.
We'll try to watch her apology video. I want to see.
Maintaining the vibes is our top priority.
Support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel.
These girls all got Twitch TV brain, I swear to God. They breed them in a factory or something. That wasn't even CC who said that. Support Kingsman like it's Israel. Also, the best thing CC can do is not respond. By giving responses, she's making people more likely to attack her. That's just how the internet works. If you show the internet you're bothered, they're gonna keep pushing your buttons. CC has started to lose sponsors due to her action.
Well, turns out sometimes your actions have consequences. Has now started losing sponsorships, with one of her sponsors, Infinity Mice, coming out and saying, we have been made aware of the situation involving CC. She also is no longer partnered with Solaris.
Stand up now and face the sun.
But, you know, clearly that won't bother her. She put 12 ads on her YouTube video. And you know, that's not bad. 15-minute video, 12 ads. I put 13 ads in my 9-minute video. And speaking of videos, even Moist Critical chimed in. CC is a goofy goober, and this Marvel Rivals drama is poopy booty butt cheek.
Especially considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this.
Why does streaming attract these people? I don't want them anywhere near VTubers who have our own problems. Oh, it's for the attention. And because they think it's easy money. That's all it.
What I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to, like, actively say, like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that.
Oh my gosh, CC's actually losing her sponsorships now.
Even the Reddit mods turned on CC.
When you make a video talking about, like, shit, don't do this angle. I fucking beg you. Do not this angle. Jesus, man.
Okay, this guy's probably cool. I didn't mean to call him a Reddit mod. My hands are in the air.
If you're a woman that plays Marvel Rivals, I'm so sorry, bro, but you guys were just set back 5,000 years, bro. 5,000 years because of CC and Zaza. 2 syllables.
I'm sorry, but if you use CC and Zaza as an excuse to harass random women on Marvel Rivals, you're...
What? Hold on. Did he block that Magneto ult? Is that his ult?
Excuse to harass random
No,
women.
it's not his ult, because it's not even... Deadpool has a thing?
On Marvel Rivals, you're kind of pathetic, probably more pathetic than them. Not to sound preachy, but gaming is an escape for everybody, and I genuinely don't care what race you are, what gender you are, as long as you're not a 0 and 5 bag.
Even if you support Kingsman, like it's in Israel or something, I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one.
What do you mean by that? Still not as funny as CC using her panic attacks to try to get Kingsman to delete the video. Lucy Yasa, the Israel girl, showed this screenshot saying she apologized to Kingsman, but all she said was, "I'm sorry you got kicked. I'm dead. I'm sorry about you getting kicked. I was excited to be on the same team as you."
Bruh, oh my god. I'm sorry you feel that way sort of bullshit.
But luckily some good came from this. Kingsman was happy. Not once in my life would I have ever thought I'd be in a moist critical video. And the funny thing is, I've had an experience with CC personally. This was a long time ago, but some random freak on the internet, this girl, accused me of being a landlord rapist, exploiting my tenants for sexual favors. I basically said that there's a certain word that starts with R and ends with etard that describes her. And she got—
This was 2 years ago?
Mad at me, bro. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, one truth, one lie. I am not a landlord.
I know who you are.
Do you?
You're an evil rapist.
You know me well. Takes one to know one.
Base.
The vibes down on the team. I wanted to be competitive. Like, I wanted to win.
If we run into like Snake Case's team, can you please play Bucky? Because these teams.
Snake Case's team. I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. You're making me mad, bro. We've been playing against Snake Case's team. This is their team. The only difference is one support player, bro. We won. Shut up now, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. This is fucking getting annoying and you're making Zaza sad. Like, it's not
true.
She's gonna play Black Widow, so just shut up for 2 seconds and just play the.
Okay, dude, what's your problem, man? I'm serious. What the fuck's your problem?
They are going to explode Zaza in 0.2 seconds.
They're not.
Music is copyright, but yeah, they exploded her in 0.25 seconds.
Okay.
Emotions are high, and I've learned when to step away.
I don't know why she talks like
If
that.
a response ends up necessary, I will make one. Please react how you see fit to me being an ass. I know I deserve the same treatment I dish out. I am not the person in the screenshot with Kaplunk. I was not the one who reported Kingsman. My apology the day before includes all of my behavior. I have not—
I mean, I am not the person in the screenshot with Kaplunk. Is this true? I mean, that doesn't make her any less of a bitch. But if she wasn't the one that actually asked him to get banned, then, you know, again, that makes him from a 10 out of 10 bitch to an 8 out of 10 bitch. Still a bitch, but, you know, still there.
I've been online since, and I've been holding myself accountable. I will continue to do so. And again, actions speak louder than words, so we're just gonna have to see how she ends up dealing with this. Also, I don't think deflecting is the move. Just focus on why people are angry at you. There's no point in getting some Kerplunk involved. Who cares? You are a dumb and make it worse for women in gaming.
Oh my
Jesus,
god!
Straight for the
oh, Jesus, straight for the jugular.
Jugular. I've
Yeah.
learned to step away. Still hasn't stepped away. If you learned how to step away, you wouldn't be tweeting about it. Subscribe if she hasn't learned anything. We ran out.
Hold on. CC apology. Now I want to see her apology now. Is it funny? The truth behind the 4,000... Okay, 4 days ago. Why is he using a VTuber model?
I'm making this video in response to Kingsman's video and all.
Why are you making a VTuber model? Dude, fucking show your face. You're not a VTuber. Check the dislikes.
To all the chatters that are gonna come in and ask questions, and I'm just gonna direct you to this. And
Look at this. Wow. PNG tuber and a voice changer? She got a voice changer? To look cuter. Oh. Voice changer plus PNG avatar to make you look innocent is wild. Yeah. I feel like... I feel like, you know... These are very subtle manipulation attempts. She knows this is the effect of what she's doing. And she's okay with it. Because if anime girl, how can you hate anime girl? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
And it's the last I'm going to speak about it. I'll be addressing any allegations or anything that's not true, as well as I included a clip that Kingsman left out in his conversation with Entei, because Kingsman thought it was like rage bait or something, but Entei took the words right out of my mouth. Like, I could not have phrased it better. And he
Sorry, I'm cringing. I'm cringing at how artificial it sounds. Why does she sound like that? Why is she doing this? Hold on, let's have a voice comparison. Okay?
I just got food, so I've got energy. Thank you so much for the bits.
That's her sound, that's her voice.
I miss my girl hella. I've been
if you take it from a third-party perspective, you might be able to digest it a little better.
It actually...
I want to start off by saying...
Chat, I don't know if I can tolerate it. It actually annoys me. It actually annoys me. Because, like, I'm fine with voice changers, or, like, pitching something up, or changing your voice to be in a certain way, right? Like, a lot of VTubers do that. And to me, that's fine, because that's the point of being a VTuber, right? Like, your intention to, the intention to change things up, to exaggerate something, to make something quote fate, for the sake of a character is fine, right? Like, you know, fucking you think Shondo sounds like that? Absolutely not, right? You think a lot of VTubers sound like that? Absolutely not. But it's part of their character. It's part of the gimmick. But this, she's actively doing it to sound cuter, to sound more innocent, so people will flock over and say, oh my god, how can you be mad at this cute little anime waifu? This has brown hair, you have black hair. It doesn't even look even remotely similar to you. Like, why? Why are you doing this, brother?
Not get kicked from the tournament. I was banned on Twitch for violating TOS, saying something toxic to my friend in chat. I've said it before, but this time it was around a bunch of haters, so maybe it got spam reported, but it was just for 24 hours. The issue is I can't play in the tournament while banned, because if I get streamed and show up in people's streams, it counts as ban evasion. And I don't want to risk other people getting penalized for it. But it has nothing to do...
No. So, hey, guy that asked me to react to this, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm physically, like... My body is physically resisting it, dude. I can't tolerate it. Yeah. Jesus. Oh my god. My culture is not your costume. True. You fucking tourist, get out of my city or my country. You fucking tourist, get out! Get out! Let's go. Bro, who asked you to watch it? Somebody in chat asked me to watch it because they said it was kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, they said it was kind of funny. God damn. Jesus, yeah, nah, man. Nah. I can't react to this. I'm sorry. Let's move on. But hey, that's the drama for you. Okay, so now we just shat on a woman. Now it's time to shit on a man. Okay. Do you guys remember who this is? This used to be what's his face? Yeah. This used to be ex-Nijisanji member. The brown guy. Sorry, not the white-haired guy. Hex Haywire, yeah. So, 4 days ago, he says, we are not hating men enough. And of course, a lot of people are on her comment and, you know, shitting on him. So you hate George Floyd? Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if this is rage bait. Okay? I don't know if this is rage bait. I get easily rage baited by a lot on Twitter, but it's just that, how do I want to say this? Shit on me if it's rage bait and we fell for it or not, up to you, right? But at the same time, if I am going to take it as seriously, if this is serious, right? And he actually does like quote hate men for like political reasons. I hate statements like this, not because I'm affected by it, but because it's actually like intellectually dishonest. And how do you want to say this? It's intellectually dishonest, and that's not actually your stance. You know what I mean? That's actually not your stance, but you're saying something so inflammatory, and you ignore the collateral, and it's not nuanced. It's too simple. It's too like, let's say, one-sidedly extremely stupid, if that makes sense, right? So, and the way I say the reason why I say this, because people say, I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about like a lot of other people, they say we hate men. Why don't we specify what type of man? Just so, you know, you're a little bit more specific about what type of man that you're talking about. If you don't like white men, then say white men. If you hate men because, you know, they're rapists, they're sexists, then say I hate rapists and sexists. You know what I mean? If you are going to, I just feel like if you're going to say something so inflammatory, or is a bold declaration of for a broad demographic, you need to at least specify it as best as you can. Okay? Yeah. And how do I want to say this? Let's look at the retweets. We're going to keep talking about. We're going to talk about this more. Oh, Pirate, we get it, little bro. You get a demographic to appeal to. Yeah, because the reason why I also kind of half believe that this might be clickbait, like this might be just half clickbait, half not. Like, you know, haha, I hate men. It's just clickbait, but, you know, I kind of low-key mean it. I feel like that sort of thing is happening here, because he is absolutely in that demographic. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put a label on him, but his associations make it kinda like make it feasible and reasonable to believe that he is in the same sort of extremism sort of belief that Uki Violeta is in. You know how Uki Violeta is like, oh, I hate white people, I hate straight people sort of thing? Yeah. The reason why it's believable, because he falls directly under that sort of category. Again, I'm not saying that he is that way, he just feels like it. Because his demographic, his content, the things that he has said in the past implies that sort of thing exactly. There should be a word for men that appeal to women by appealing to their worst natures. I mean, for women, it's pick-me's, right? But I guess, I don't know if there are a word for pick-me's for men. But maybe there is. But the reason why I say that is because apparently, getting cancelled, so sad. Anyways, I'm live on Twitch. So he's just like, you know, promoting his own Twitch, and like, you know, it's a successful rage bait. In 2026, I will continue to rage bait more. Heart emoji. This is what I started thinking. This is when I started thinking that it might be rage bait, but I feel like it's bad quality rage bait. You know why? Here, the principle that you need to be in when you're rage baiting is that, one, you need to have a character that is exactly the opposite of what you're trying to rage bait. Two, you need to leave some breadcrumbs, even slight ones, that you're rage baiting. And three, your statement has to be so extreme that it borderlines on unbelievable or ridiculous. This statement does not fall into either one of those three criterias. And that's why I have to kind of believe it. Right? Is he gay or something? Why is he hating men? He falls under that sort of demographic. So that might be why. Right? Yeah. Not professional rage bait, SMH. Yeah, it's poor quality rage bait. Right? Nobody's even calling it up. So yeah, he says, I got cancelled by stupid men on Twitter. You are the VTuber version of smut novels, and I am honest here. I respect the hustle. Market for these types of women is huge. I believe that. What you cannot complain about is that 95% of people hating you are men. OFC they are, because you are literally calling them out and you obviously cannot stop. In the end, you do, but my god, this video. But the ass wiping of women is hilarious. Okay, do we want to watch the video? Let's watch the video. Fuck it. Just so...
Hi, everyone.
Oh, fuck! Don't do that to me! Okay. Let's watch this video just so I can know if it's really rage bait or not. Don't watch it, Nasagi. We have to. We're professionals here, okay? We're professionals here.
I'm back. Why, thank you for noticing I did get a haircut. How did you guys... You guys are so...
Oh my god. I mean, hey man, I get it. Okay, I'm going to steal myself. I get it. You want to market yourself to women and like sell content that way. You are the VTuber equivalent of a whore. Like, I get it. I respect the hustle. I truly do. There must be a reason my Oshi told him to take a hike when he appeared in chat, except she didn't say take a hike. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Tharja. I didn't know that. But okay.
Keen and observant. Thank you for noticing. Okay.
Okay.
Well, what can
He's
I say?
Filipino?
I feel like...
He's Filipino?
I think enough people are here. I think everybody who's here is here. Yeah, the cancellation on Twitter. So I woke up this morning and I didn't have a community note yet, but I went on my business. Of course, I saw all of the...
Dude, you only got 2 million views and like a shit ton of comments on your shit. That's not a cancellation, okay? At least not the kind of cancellation I go through every, like twice every year. I'm not trying to compare traumas or anything, but you're not being cancelled because the people that are being rage baited by you, the people that are leaving those comments and like saying mean stuff about you, isn't your own audience. To me, you are getting cancelled when a bigger creator cancels you, like actively goes and like fucks you over, or when your audience like fucking tells you to go fuck yourself, right? Like, yeah.
Replies and the quote retweets, but to be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention. I had many other important things that I had to tend to, mostly commission based and replying to specific artists and sending wires to folks. But then
wire.
After a while, I noticed just an uptick of people responding and an uptick of people kind of going crazy. And then the community note kind of appeared, and of course alongside that
a community
note, a bunch of death threats and really slur heavy stuff, both on the comments and the quote retweets and in my messages as well. But again, it's part of the job, so I just, I obviously just have to shrug those off. I think it's just very inherently ridiculous. Of course, the tweet was...
Oh my god, yeah, he is Filipino. That accent, holy shit, that is super Filipino.
Engagement bait to some degree. I mean...
That was engagement bait to some degree, okay. What does to some degree mean in this context?
Like, we're literally content creators, you know what I mean? Like, we stream and shit. Why the fuck wouldn't we, like, tweet and want the tweet to go somewhat viral? It's part of our jobs. We do this full time.
Okay.
I'm a full-time content creator. And
okay.
Of course, we tweet things that we think people will like. Like, it's very ridiculous that people...
Then why would... I feel like there are other ways to say... Okay.
Would see it otherwise. And,
Okay, so this is him basically saying it was basically just engagement.
A lot of the quote retweets and the messages and the replies, it's a big self-report, Like, 95% of all of the people who are quote retweeting and replying to me on that tweet are men, who are wishing death upon me.
Well, I mean, you say men suck. You call out a specific demographic, maybe unjustifiably so. Of course, they're going to be the one that gets the backlash. It's the same saying if I say I hate women. Of course, women are going to be the ones that fucking tells me to go fuck myself and go kill myself. Yeah.
Or just using slurs.
Like, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, this is to be expected.
Gotcha. Or, literally up in my DMs calling me chink and all of these
Let's fucking go! Okay.
Awful things.
I love the chink word. I do.
Like, it's really... it's awful. And
also, that happens to me too, by the way. That happened to me too. Do you guys want to see a death threat? No, okay, maybe not a death threat. Maybe it is a death threat. I don't know how you guys will think. I'm not gonna show the name, but I am not, because you know, I don't want people fucking going out fucking other people. But actually, when my Vox video happened, look. Look. Okay, chat. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, it's more than that. It's actually a full-blown threat. Look at this shit, chat. Okay, look at this shit. When I uploaded a Vox video, a very concerned sister decided to do this. Decided to say this rather. Give me a sec. Where's my fucking? Look at this shit, chat. Okay? You think you can just make a video slandering Vox and get away with it? Watch your back, it's your private information getting out next. Yeah, exactly. So, call me, what's the term I want to use here? Numb? But because I receive these levels of threats, death threats, dox threats, all sorts of things, how do I want to say this? It's just part of the job. You know what I mean? This is such a weak threat, definitely written by a woman. Of course, yeah, because I pissed off that demographic. It's natural, that's what happens. Yeah.
I feel for people who basically have to operate under this guise of just, it's hard. I'm very grateful, first of all, that you guys are very understanding and very sweet, but I want to say first and foremost that I care about your safety.
Sure.
The truth is that it takes a lot of thick skin to go through something like this. It does. And
I agree.
I've been dealing with this since I was 14. You know, this isn't my first rodeo, and
you are a Filipino.
I'm very much used to this, but I don't want you guys to go into this, especially when you don't understand what you might be getting yourself into. I really appreciate it, but you don't have to defend me, because I worry about you guys, and I know that.
Oh gosh, such a Filipino accent.
And I know that you care for me, and I care for you as well.
Okay.
So I really am proud of you guys for being mature and not going out of your way to defend yourself, because you don't know, you know, you're putting yourself in between me and the person who's mocking me, but you don't know how dangerous they could be. You know what I mean? And you don't know just like what bad intentions they have. Like, to give you an idea, my mother received 2 phone calls today from unknown numbers, and I told her not to pick up unknown number calls, and she hasn't been receiving phone calls from unknown numbers.
Gee.
So I don't know, like, my mom is more out there, but you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of people you're dealing with in a way.
I'm gonna have to be honest with you, Kyrio. The demographic you appeal to is worse. Because the sister demographic is the exact kind of demographic that will absolutely do that to you and be proud that they're doing that to you, because they want to be close to you. Of course, you know, dox threats. I mean, I have dox threats too. And like people calling your shit, people adding you on like, you know, all sites, adding you, following you on social media platforms they're not supposed to be following you, being able to contact you in Oh, thank you, Tharja. Thank you so much for the tip, for the $5. Yeah, people doing that to you is normal anywhere, but sisters do it a lot more. Again, you have to remember, in the doc site, they were the most active. They were the ones fucking doing that shit as a competition. So, I'm not saying that to like try to belittle what you're saying, but at the same time, you know,
where you don't know how they...
Sisters are special.
Like, you don't know the levels they'll go to harass you or to hurt you. So I want you to be aware of this. Like, it's fine if it's something that happens to me. I'm used to it. I'm also a guy, and I can defend myself very well. I also live in, you know, in places where I just don't think anybody would really come to.
True. So if we live in the Philippines, we don't actually have to worry about like some guy swatting us or like coming to our resident to fucking do something. We don't have to worry about that.
Come see me or anything like that. But you have to be very careful, and I don't want you to go out of your way trying to defend me or anything like that. It is jarring to see, and honestly, I wish I didn't say that I have to be numb to these kinds of things, because it does take a bit of my. To be numb to these kinds of things, you also have to be numb to the good emotions in a way. But it's part of the job, and it's a job that I took on, and it's a responsibility that I took on, and you guys are my community, and you know, thereby in part a little bit of my responsibility.
I keep hearing about this doc site, but how bad was it? Super bad. If those sisters think I'm a doxer, and they do, they claim that every single time, every single day, they claim I'm the doxer. If they think I'm a doxer, whoo, boy, howdy. What those fucking people do is more, holy shit, dude.
Personal lives, but I just want to give this fair warning. You know what I mean? So just be careful and watch out for your own mental, because these people are vicious and they will go to lengths unknown to harass people. It was a very stupid ass tweet, to be fair with you. And
okay.
To be honest, I've been laughing.
Okay, some gained. Okay. Some W's gained, admitting that his bait did not come across as very good.
Yeah, it's off about it. The raw, honest truth of this tweet is, if I had tweeted, "We're not hating women enough," would I have received this amount of backlash?
Yeah, absolutely you will.
Absolutely fucking not, to be honest.
Do you really believe that? Do you really believe it? Of course you will. Of course you will. The moment you go against I hate women, you go against the Me Too movement, you absolutely will get fucked. Chat, you have to remember. You have to remember, okay? God, even I don't want to say it anymore. But I guess I will say this. Those types of people, you appeal to one extreme, you're going to anger the other. Okay? And that's what I do. I anger both extremes. I anger the left-leaning, you know, trans-supporting fucking flags in their bio people on Twitter. At the same time, the people that are like, you know, on the right, in the far winger, I support ICE, fucking Donald Trump is king sort of, I also anger them. I do. You know why? Because I actually have opinions that, non-extreme opinions that I actually like stand my ground on. So when you lean to one side, of course you're going to get hate. If you said that, you would have also received the same hate. You would have. Like, let's not kid ourselves. There is no such thing as like one side is better than the other. Specifically in the case of how they act online. These people will dox you. These same people will dox you, will harass you, will do the same things the men in your comment section are doing the same way they do with me. They do. Absolutely. I don't know why people who say that, like, I don't know why there's no, like, I don't know, like, there's no self-awareness here. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you are like, you know, in that side of the political spectrum's good graces, because you say the things they want to hear, obviously, right? So they're not going to do the things that they have done to other people, right? Even to other people that are only like in the middle, like me. Yeah, you absolutely don't.
Like, if someone saw that, they'd be like, "Oh my god, like, that's silly," or they do their own research. But nobody would have cared. Like, it just goes to show that the people who are responding to this are incredibly sensitive, loser incels who are like either underaged or just completely brain dead.
You may not be. Hey, you know what? You may not be wrong. You may not be wrong, but you're also not right. If that makes sense. You know, if you got rage baited by that so hard, you may not necessarily think you're stupid, but at the same time, I can see why people will believe it. Because you remember those 3 criterias of rage bait that makes it good rage bait? Like, you know what I mean? There's a word for him beginning with re, ending in retarded. True.
and have just no.
Nusagi, the far right really doesn't care about you, lol. I might bring it up, but I absolutely have received a lot of hate from the far right too. Like, I mean, hey, to be fair, the pronouns in their bios, fucking people harass me more. But that's because, like, the content that I post on my Twitter and the things that I say in there are, let's say, somewhat slightly... There's things that they don't like. But the far right has harassed me in more than one occasion. They have. I'll probably show you guys later after
critically
this.
Think or do their own research. So if I had said, we're not hating women enough, I would have not received half the backlash. But the problem with this statement is it's like very untrue. Like, women have it very much historically and observably harder than men in many departments.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that men have it easy or life is easy. Life is hard for everybody usually, right? Like, especially, except if you're like, you've been born with a silver spoon or something.
Okay.
But life is hard. But for women, it's even harder.
Sure.
And if I had said that, we're not hating women enough, I guarantee that I wouldn't have received half or a fourth as much backlash. But it's these sensitive loser incels that are, have been thriving in the dusty recesses of Twitter that are very pissed about it. And I absolutely am not backing down. Like, they can all suck my dick, to be honest with you. And again, I'm not trying to say that all men are bad people, but somehow it's always a man who's pissed at me. Never.
Yes! Oh my god, the self-awareness, dude. Yeah, because... Oh my god, wait. Is he really saying this right now? Like, does he... I did X, and I know X will lead to Y, so but, the fact that X leads to Y, why does X lead to Y? Why is Y always like this when I did X and I know X will lead to Y? Like, why? Like, you wonder why because you never called out women, and you wonder why only men are the only ones upset. Yeah.
Never owe a woman. I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying all men are bad people, but somehow...
Oh, by the way, don't harass them. Don't harass this guy.
Always some, like, incel guy who is pissed at me and never a woman. I don't really understand. And I think the most ironic part
Banana Juju is a woman. A lot of people here are women.
Is when so many men are like, oh my god, you will never... Like, you will always be a virgin, blah, 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 in my comment section.
Well, the reason they say that is because it is also historically a strat for a lot of men to get under women's pants. A lot of men want to parrot these sorts of, like, feminist or pro-women shenanigans just so they can sleep with women, right? And it has worked. A lot that has actually worked. I know like 5 guys IRL where that has worked. And a lot of the time, they don't actually believe them. They just say what they think the woman wants to hear so they can get under their pants. I don't know why you don't know that. Because a lot of women absolutely do that. It's the same way where if a woman is, let's say, let's name Elfin Psyop. It's the same way why Elfin Psyop is being called a pick-me, a retard, a XYZ, is because a lot of women also wants to parrot a lot of the things that parrot or half-assedly do a lot of the things men like just because they like man's attention. They pretend to be gamers. Remember that? Remember the era in the internet where a lot of women tried to pretend to be gamers in order to get attention from other men? Remember when a lot of women say something along the lines of, oh my god, the fucking this amendment that supports women's rights must be abolished because I don't think we should, women are not good enough for this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they do that to get the other genders fucking approval. You should know this. You've been in the internet for a long time. You should know this. The 19th, yeah. A lot of people should already know this. And so when there's a content creator there's a content creator that does exactly that, And, you know, maybe they don't believe in what they're saying, or maybe they do. In the case of you, I think you actually do believe in what you're saying. And, you know, I respect that. We may have different beliefs, but I respect that. But if you do that, and you do the same things these fucking pick-me men are doing in order to get women's pussies, then it should be no surprise that you are getting called out like that. It's the same way where, you know, the things that I say on Twitter are very weird, right? Like the things that I say on stream, like the goon content and shit like that, I say are very weird. I expect to get called a weirdo. I expect to get called X, Y, and Z. Like a sex pest, even though I'm not a sex pest. Like I expect to get called all these sort of things because my behavior, I do, and you know, they are behaviors that I do still stand by. It's pretty weird to a certain demographic. And it is in their prerogative to do that. As long as they don't get into my space about it, they don't get into my DMs, they don't fucking, you know, get into my comment section, go to my DMs, try to dox me, fucking do all these things, do these all sort of things, then I wouldn't consider it harassment. If they just make a tweet calling me a weirdo, that's not harassment. Okay? Yeah. That's just what it is.
The craziest projections ever. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, that is, I guarantee you, you have like, it's so insane. It's so fucking crazy, the projections that they're throwing out there for me. I cannot even, I cannot even, simply put. But yeah, I don't know. It's really ridiculous, and it's also really saddening and funny. Sadly, there are a lot of people in the comment sections and men who have messaged me as well, who said, like, who've called me like really awful names because they think I'm a woman. Like, some of them think I'm a woman.
Oh, that does happen. Yeah.
It's really funny because they're just like calling me all of these terrible things and like literally going, oh my god, you're you're a woman, and it's like, oh, you're some sort of like weird, I don't know, I don't even know what they're fucking saying. They have like lingo that they have like 4chan lingo that I don't really understand. But
do you really not understand them though? I feel like you do.
Like, they literally are just like, they some of them think that I'm an actual woman and are like taunting me and saying like, oh, blah blah blah, this shit. Like, I don't know, guys. So listen, you know what's really funny? I think that this shows that I think it was really interesting to be mocked as a woman for the very first time, which is kind of crazy. Like, I feel now more empathetically and deeply connected to you, because
to who?
What guy ever gets mocked as a woman, you know? And now it's finally happening where guys are kind of in my DMs and go off queen and in my comments just saying like, you know, mocking me and calling me a woman and saying really nasty shit, to be honest with you. Like, oh my god, your breasts are saggy, or you're fucking like, you're, you know, you fucking hate men, I hope. Like, really, I can't even say this shit that they're saying because it's terrible. It's also very triggering. It's just really bad. Like,
sorry, I don't think I understand what he's trying to say there.
You can imagine the kind of shit that like a really angry guy would say to women. I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, it's ridiculous, and some of it is just so stupid and uncalled for. But
sure,
yeah,
I believe that.
And the community,
yeah, I believe that. If a person starts fucking getting into like his DMs and like, you know, calling him names and like fucking giving him this sort of shit, you are a weirdo, and you should probably go fuck yourself.
I don't even know where to start with the community note. The community note is obviously very stupid, and it was made by people. So there was like a comment section chain, I don't know, a while back, that was saying we should community note Curio so that he doesn't earn any money from the tweet. So they came up with the most bullshit community note.
I don't know if that's true, because in Twitter you don't really even get that much money anyway.
Ever. Because they were like, now you won't make your $3.70 from the tweet.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's really gonna hurt you. Your $3.70, we're going to strip that right away. We're gonna take that from your hands. And I was like, oh no, by $3.70, whatever shall I do without my $3.70? So yeah, the community noted me. If you notice, the community note is incredibly nonsensical. Like, it's so stupid. It's like, this is engagement baiting. It's really dumb because what tweet on Twitter?
You know, to be fair, I believe that. I think community notes is more so it's community note for a reason. Whatever is the public sentiment, like the more popular public narrative, that's the thing that gets promoted in the community notes. It's not moderated. It can get stuff wrong sometimes. Yeah.
Isn't engagement baiting. Like, if you're a content creator, you're engagement baiting. Like,
yes.
Is there a community note on everybody's tweet? When you say, I'm going live,
I think that happened to you because your engagement bait is not... well, to be fair, it is engagement bait, but it's hostile engagement bait, if that makes sense. A lot of VTubers in Twitter, when they engagement bait, you know what they do? They post their ass. They make up a crazy story about like what happened in their day. They fucking pretend to be doxxed, or they pretend to like have a crazy stalker or X, Y, and Z. Oh my god, this person, this artist had a bad experience. I had a bad experiences because this artist or this person that I'm working with isn't responding to me. I needed to make this Google. Like, that's how people make or engagement farm. Or they follow, or most commonly, this is what everyone does, they shitpost memes. They copy and retweet and repost memes, recycled memes over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Right? Like, that's the safest way to do it, and it still gets views. It's still fine, but I feel like if your version of engagement bait is to say something like that, maybe that's not engagement bait. Maybe you really actually do feel that way.
That engagement baiting, or if you do like, it's just so stupid. Like, it's really, really so stupid. So you guys can vote on the community note to have it removed, but at this point I don't really fucking care because I wear it like a badge of honor. To be real with you, to me it's a really cool badge of honor to have my little community note, and you know, they can take their $3.70 or however much dog shit money they were gonna pay me for the tweet and shove it. I don't care. I wear the community note like a badge of honor for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's crazy. It is an insane situation, and obviously, well, I have more to say about it, but obviously a lot of people have responded. A lot of, like, you know, very interesting and choice content creators have responded. And
he absolutely means grifter right-wing content creators. I think that's what he's saying.
It's become a shit show. Like, if you guys look at the replies, there have been multiple content creators multiple times my size, like 3, 4, 5 times my size.
You're talking about Tecton. Yeah, I didn't even know Tecton inserted himself here.
Basically quote retweeting it and sending their fan bases to attack mine. And it's been pretty effective for the most part. Like, their quote retweets have garnered, you know, thousands of likes as well, and you know, they've taken to my DMs to attack me, or they've taken to other places to attack me as well. Like, people on Instagram have gone on there, or they replied to other posts, and stuff like that. But you know, what can you do? It just comes with the territory, really. And I feel bad for them more than anything, really. You know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I still got it. Who else can rage bait to a level that I can?
Is it really rage bait though?
Genuinely don't know anybody who has rage baited in the VTubing scene in such a dramatic fashion where...
Are you serious? Wait, hold on. Is he saying that? Do you know VTubers? Is he for real right now? No. He's rage baiting. I'm being rage baited.
It has become so deeply... I don't know. Like, I think this is, we've reached unprecedented levels of rage bait. This should be a record. But yeah, basically, be careful. Again, I really appreciate my community for having my back. It means a lot. But I always knew that you guys would. This was very nonsensical, and I feel proud of you for being so mature to learn when to back off. I know some of you guys wanted to respond to some of these people, but listen to me. You are going to get dogpiled by very unsavory comments and by unsavory...
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
People.
In Twitter, that's just how it works.
People who have nothing left to lose. You have something left to lose, you know?
Oh my god. You know what I mean? Yeah, everything is bad except you guys. Have some self-awareness, man. Like, you know, he has some self-awareness. He has thought about this. He knows that it's part of the business. But like, come on, man. It's like you know.
You love your dignity. You're a decent person. You're kind. You stand for something that's right. So don't do that. Don't put
you stand for something that's right. Yeah, and everyone else is wrong.
Yourself in harm's way for me.
I definitely did not anything do here except you know maybe my rage baiting is not like it's a stupid tweet, but I still did nothing wrong here.
I really do appreciate the sentiment, and I do appreciate you wanting to do something like that for me, and to want to defend your Oshi, but it's not something that you should do. You don't have to worry. I got it. You can do what you want and tweet in your own circles where nobody will find you, but keep yourselves safe first and foremost, you know? The comments I got were a lot tamer than I expected. I think it's just because once they get called out for their bullshit sometimes, they just have no idea how to respond. You know what I mean? Like, these incels really have no other way to respond but insert slur, insert slur, insert slur, die, insert slur, you're stupid, insert slur. Like,
I mean, I agree with that, but I agree with that though. A lot of angry people on Twitter when you call them out because they're wrong or they like they're intentionally spreading misinformation, or that they fucked up in some sort of way, like they misunderstood their shit and they don't want to double down. They usually do say that, yeah.
No other way. Like if they try and be, they can't be sensible. There's nothing like there's no sense in what they're saying a lot of the times. And you don't even know if you're arguing with a minor is an issue. Like you have no clue. You might be arguing with someone who's like 17, 16.
Kairio, a huge part of the sister community and the audience that you engage with are minors themselves. Are we really not? I'm not saying all your fans are minors, but like a huge part of your audience are minors. Back when you were still in Nijisanji, when you looked at a Nijisanji fan account, 40% of the time you open their account and they actually state their age. They're like fucking 14, 15, 16. You know what I mean?
18, 19, a really fucking stupid kid who's just following their favorite content creator.
But then again, he's not wrong though. At the same time, he's not wrong though. A lot of the haters that you actually see, or like, a lot of the death threat givers and the people who are very volatile that you see in the internet are actually minors. Or like, very young. Yeah, I do agree with that.
You know what I mean? You could genuinely be arguing with someone fucking 16 or 17. Like, don't waste your time, Chad. Like, we're both our time is worth more than that. Like, you are worth more than that. I truly believe that your time is worth more than that. You could literally be doing, I don't know, like cleaning shit off of your lawn, and it would be more productive than replying to idiots like that. Just let them be. Some of them might be very young, so let it be. But yeah, literally, as I started this tweet, like other big accounts are responding to me. I'm not gonna lie. Other huge accounts are responding to me. I got like accounts with 500,000, 600,000. There are videos out there of me already, like with like 50, 60,000, 80,000 views. It's fucking nuts. People are going crazy. But what can you do? You just got to take it on the chin and just keep going. I gained like 20 followers. I don't really know what, like over 1 million followers, like basically people with over 1 million. I don't really like, they did not succeed. Like it's been.
No, you're not being cancelled. Like, it's not being cancelled.
A ridiculous attempt at something really stupid. So I don't really know what they're really after. But yeah, it is very dumb. It's not even like a nuanced thing to talk about, It's objectively very stupid. And I'm not gonna lie, like this just proves how fragile some men can be,
Dude, here's the thing, okay? You tweeted out a hostile engagement bait, and you got the engagement. But because the engagement bait tweet itself is hostile, then you get a hostile engagement. Why are you surprised? Why are you calling this stupid? You got exactly what you wanted. By saying, like, yeah, you yourself agree that it's very stupid. There is no nuanced, the discussion itself, how you framed it, there is no nuanced thing to talk about it in there. So why are you surprised? Why did you have to make a stream about this? You know what I mean? Like, do you not, like, come on, do I not see, am I stupid here? I feel like I'm not. Sex pastor pedo, place your bets. Yeah. I feel like that's not even really, okay. People in the comment section aren't even like pointing out what's wrong with this statement. It's not like people are not pointing out what's wrong with the statement. Like, it's not even the fact that it's like all males are bad. This is not a culture war thing. Bros, it's not a culture war thing. Like, this is not the all. I think to me the bigger sin here is not really the all men are bad thing, or that we don't. It's the fact that, like, he says it's the fact that he's rage baiting, and he got rage fish. Like, he fished out a lot of rages, and he's complaining about it. He did it to himself. That's exactly what happened here, and I think that's the bigger issue. Like, this is, okay, maybe not bigger issue in the sense of how grand it is, but that's exactly what's wrong with this statement. He doesn't have the self-awareness to realize that. It's not the men are bad thing. The video is worse than the tweet? Yeah, the video is absolutely worse than the tweet, yeah. We are not loving women enough. Yeah, okay. You expect a Niji to have any intelligence? I mean, there's a lot of intelligent Niji Sanji livers. Yeah. Generalizing any gender or race is messed up. I agree. But again, if I am going to believe, I'm not really mad about that. Because now watching that video, I do believe it's just rage bait. So I don't really mind. So who cares? But it's like, come on, dude. Yeah, he reaped what he sowed, yeah. Some part of me is like, this is kind of funny because some part of me saw this, right? When did he tweet this? 10 p.m. After this whole drama, sorry. When did he post this? 3 p.m. Before this whole thing happened, fucking Merriweather came out here and said the exact opposite thing. I love men, not in a gay way or anything, but it's more like a brotherly bond kind of way, like the ancient Greeks. Yeah. And it's got like, it's got positive. See, this is positive. This is like engagement bait that works. Okay? This is engagement bait. Merriweather is saying this as actual pure engagement bait, and it works. And it's not because the sentiment there is he is supportive. It's not like a political statement. It's not. He's not saying men need to take care of themselves or whatever like that. It's like it's the homosexual implications that's funny. Is why it's a good engagement bait. It's a joke. It's obvious, right? Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah, exactly. The ancient Greeks were also gay. Yeah, that's the point, right? Yeah, like the ancient Greeks, I wouldn't mind cuddling, kissing, though. You know, that's obviously gay. But like, that's the point, right? Like, yeah, like, this is good engagement bait. Yeah. In the meantime, you know what I mean? Like the dichotomy. I feel like Kairio has like self-awareness to realize how the internet works, but doesn't have the self-awareness about how his actions works for him. Yeah. This is a guy who calls Pipa's audience far right. Did he say that? Did Kairio say that? I don't remember. I don't remember him saying that, rather. Damn. excuse me. No, Merriweather? Merriweather called Pipa's audience far right? I mean, there's like some truth to that, I would like to think. I don't know about far right, but like the far part, but definitely like slightly leaning there, I would like to think. Pipa is filtering that part of her audience. She just ranted about it recently. Yeah, I think the more accurate terminology to use there is the 4chan audience, right? The 4chan audience, yeah. Face Connect definitely has like a large part the 4chan audience, and you know, a lot of it strings from the fact that like the girls are unhinged as fuck, and you know, it can't be denied that a lot of the appeal of Face Connect does, a lot of the humor in the appeal of Face Connect does appeal to 4chan people, right? Yeah. Yonosagi, not sure if you talked about this already, but you do think that ZZZ now introducing actual characters as VTubers will be something that can change the industry? If they're successful, yes. Because there has been a lot of companies that has tried to do that, and a lot of them failed, right? Like, you know, the first one that comes to my mind right now is Crunchyroll Hime. Remember that whole thing? Yeah. If they're successful though, if the only way I would like to think for ZZZ to be successful for that is for one of the VTubers to hit critical mass, and that VTuber doesn't leave ZZZ, doesn't become independent. I think that would be, because like it's not just that too. Netflix tried to do that. A lot of air companies tried to do that. In Japan that works because it's fucking Japan, but I don't know I don't know in the West. C9 Vienna. Okay, yeah. Vienna and Opera GX, I would like to think, is not really the success that they think it is. Yeah. C9, Vienna left C9, if I remember correctly. And Opera, Aura, I think Aura is not... Aura more so advertises herself more than advertises the brand she's supposed to represent. Aura's still around, by the way. Yeah, but it's like, you know... Yeah. Is Opera a successful VTuber? I'd say so. Yeah. Did you congratulate Parrot on his upcoming marriage to Reimu? Wait, what? Did Parrot say something about marrying? Is it this one? I don't see anything. I'm trying to find anything that has, like... Oh! Okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting married to a gamer woman, but for fuck's sake, can women in... Oh! I didn't know he already... Chat, I didn't... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I knew that he was getting married, but I didn't know he announced it. Yeah. Yeah. I thought they were supposed to keep that shit under wraps, but okay. Nice. I guess I can talk about that now. Whoa, let's fucking go! When did he announce it? He announced it on stream? I didn't know that, chat. I didn't know. Yeah, that's an epic W there. Wow. I knew he had a girlfriend for a while. Also, he's pulling an me. Not gonna put high... ZCZ VTubers are the second coming of Pakachube. Oh shit, Pakachube. Yeah, no one does it like Goldship. I'm gonna be... True. Dude, Parrot 4chan is no longer like the face of like 4chan incels. Parrot, you're officially a chud now. Like a married fucking chud. Wait, what does chud mean again? I feel like I'm using it wrong. Chud. Okay, not that. Okay, is this what chud means? Okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, you're like a normal person now, I guess. You seriously can't be reading the Google summary. I mean, I don't... True. You know what, to be fair, yeah, that's stupid of me. Of course, I shouldn't take it for at face value. Yeah. Oh! A derogatory term for unpleasant right-wingers. Okay. So, the stupid right-wingers are called chuds, and the stupid left-wingers are called... libtards. Yes, libtards. Is it No, not libtards. Woke? Oh, okay. Yeah, woke. Yeah. Imagine being successful and... True. I fucking hate fucking people in marriage, not even a real... Oh my god. Chat, I just had a realization. Okay? In 2 years' time, Parrot is probably gonna be a dad. Right? People can officially call Parrot daddy now. Well, not now, but like, soon. Imagine that. Fucking imagine that. Okay. Here's what I would do. I would go to Polymarket right now. Input, will Parrot 4chan introduce his kid and his wife on within 4 years? Is what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna bet on that. I'm going to bet a lot of money on that, and I'm going to invite a lot of people to bet on that. Behind the scenes, I will tell Parrot, get in on this, put money in this, it's good for your family. Absolutely do not put your introduce chat to your kid and your wife. And in 4 years' time, you're gonna be able to reap some rewards. Boom. Insider trading. Super easy. God, chat. Oh my god. If I was a politician, I would be fucking bad. I would be in jail probably right now. That's called market manipulation, and it's a crime. True. But at the same time, though, I'm not trying to justify the crime, but that's going to be most of the money that's going to be made from Polymarket. Polymarket is a haven for insider traders and market manipulators. And if people lose their money on a platform like that because they don't realize it, you deserve to get scammed. I have zero sympathy for you if you decide to go to Polymarket, bet on a political happening, and not expect it to be already for the outcome to already get for the outcome to already not get determined. Yeah. Absolutely. So, So chat, if you work in any key industries, if you guys work in any key, oh god, banned. If you guys work in any key industries and you have like some information, maybe whisper something my way. Obviously don't do that. Don't do that right now, chat, but cute. What's this? Regarding letters and presents sent to our former talent. We have received multiple inquiries regarding the status of letters and birthday gifts sent to our former talent. After making several attempts to reach Nix, we were recently able to establish contact. However, at this time, we have not yet received a response from him regarding this matter. As a result, we have sent out the letters and present to the address we have on record. Please note that we cannot confirm whether they will be accepted or received. Okay. This is an outright lie. He's been attempting to get in contact this entire time. You all have stonewalled him. Now address the refunds you've blatantly ignored. Okay, so this happens a lot in a lot of VTuber agencies, and a lot of VTuber agencies and VTubers themselves. In a lot of cases like this, I've learned to think more critically and for myself in cases like these, to always assume that it's a he said, she said when it comes to bullshit like this, unless evidence is presented. I have. And I think that should be the case. Even if I get called an agency shill. Have you seen Annie? Oh, hi. Have you seen Annie talk about Vidal lately? No, I have not. Did Annie say something? Now I want to see. 3 months ago. These are all 3 months ago. Annie.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, Jesus. Annie talks about Vidal. 3 months ago. 1 year ago. 2 months ago. 9 days ago. This one? Are you talking about this one?
A recollab with Vito. What? What? It's funny because he messaged me 1 month before his before New Year's birthday.
Okay.
Bro. Bro.
Vidal is okay. You know, like 1 hour during the first hour of our stream, we were talking about like people who, men who can't take the cue that a girl likes them. I think Vidal is definitely one of those.
Did not think about that. He wanted an outfit until he realized he's doing a subathon.
Okay.
He messaged me to ask for permission to like have other artists draw an outfit.
Aww. Oh god, Vidal, don't do that. That'll make Annie fall in love with you even more because it just shows that you respect her so much. Don't do that, Vidal. Don't do that. You need to hurt her so she can move on.
People blame.
I'm kidding, by the way. Don't do that.
Blaming me for like the lack of outfits. For her. But the thing
Can
is,
you?
I was never asked to make an outfit, and I didn't have a deadline for the outfit that like I was supposed to draw, and I was not paid for it, and I didn't have a deadline. Like I was not asked to draw it.
Okay.
So like, I saw people like shitting on me, and
True, that's garbage
saying
behavior,
shit
by
about
the
me
way.
and blaming me when like Vito was like he was the one who didn't care about the outfits.
Okay.
And I was getting all the shit for it. Like
Okay.
I had so many ideas, but you know,
Yeah.
somehow it's my fault.
Oh, okay. It's not even like a cute thing. It's actually she's just talking about like some retards blaming Annie.
I actually
Okay.
told Vito that I'm gonna talk about this because it's fucking crazy behavior. Since he's never fucking standing up for me and never telling people this stuff, I mean, all I can do is do it myself.
Oh shit. Hey, okay, wow. Whoa, I didn't expect it to go that way.
Longer? For what? For who?
Oh god. Well, I mean, at the same time, I can get where Annie is coming from. I'm not saying that I agree with, like, the conclusion that she's formed in her head, but basically, she's upset that there's been a lot of retards throwing a lot of shit from her, and Vidal is not clarifying that the reason why there hasn't been, like, new stuff for Neuro-sama isn't because of Annie. And the fact that he fails to clarify and say that makes Annie upset because fucking, I think Annie has been saying that ever since she started talking about like the whole I fell in love with Vidal thing, but still people don't watch the clips and are still being retarded about it. So the fact that there wasn't any proactive action from Vidal makes Annie upset. I can get that, but like, goddamn. Wow. But the thing is, he told them not to do that though. But you know, people won't listen. Vidal said not to harass or like not to harass Annie. Yes, but specifically, from what I'm gathering from Annie here, and Vidal didn't clarify that Nuro-sama's there are no Nuro-sama new shit because it's not because of Annie. It's because Vidal is proactively pursuing it. That specific clarification. Yes, it's still related to the whole don't go after anything, but it's different enough because the reasons are different. It's basically asking, hey, Vidal, these people are coming up with new ammunition to throw at me, and you have the power to do it. Please do it. And Vidal isn't doing that. You know what I mean? But, wow. There are always going to be retards in any community chat. Like, you know, I do think that the Swarm is a very wholesome, good community. But of course, just like in any other community, there are always going to be parts that are uber stupid. Like uber stupid. Yeah. But we haven't heard about Vidal's side. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Vidal hasn't talked about this yet, but Annie is like super frustrated. Yeah.
I actually told Vito that I'm gonna talk about this because it's fucking crazy behavior.
Yeah.
Since he's never fucking standing up for me and never telling people this stuff, I mean, all I can do is do it myself. Longer. For what? For who?
Man. You know what my favorite clip was? Okay, I'm so sorry. This might be insensitive. You know what my favorite clip was after the whole Annie loves Vidal thing happened? I watched this clip of Nuro-sama, and now it has a different lens. It's this one. Annie, Vidal making Nuro real or something. Hold on. Was it this one? I think it was this one. It was in a Minecraft. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay, maybe not this specific clip, but like, yeah. Not from this clipper, but this clip. Like this shit. Okay, chat?
I'd like to meet you in real life one day.
One day. Right?
If I could, I would be real right now.
Oh.
Could you say that slower?
If I could, I would be real right now.
Oh. Yeah, I don't doubt you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you doubt my capability? When are you finally going to make me real?
What the hell?
What the
That's
hell?
a question to Vito.
That's a question for Vidal
This is
instead.
a question for Vidal. Answer up.
Yeah.
You've made her a good 2D model. Now you're gonna make her a real body, right?
Yep. You've made her a 2D model. Now you're gonna make her real. You know what that fucking means, chat?
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, fucking Annie picked it up immediately and Vidal is like, what?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, I just realized what that. Right? Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't quite realize the interpretation there. That's
Not over, by the way. She says something else
Think
later.
you're feeling that way?
No, I did not realize that one.
You
That's
don't?
on me. My bad. My bad for that one. Nora, can you follow me? I want to test something.
Attempting to follow Vidal.
Cute.
Oh, look, it worked. I'm following
I'll
Vidal.
just make a robot for you.
Wait,
Close
no,
enough.
don't put me in a...
I'll just make a robot for you. Close enough. Yeah. 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 Basically, I'm sure you guys are intelligent enough to understand that, but basically, they made Nuro-sama 2D, and now they're going to have some baby making sessions and make her real. Yeah. And, you know, yeah. Vidal, he might be ace. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. Hard to say. I think Vidal is trying to just be professional about it. Or maybe he's just uber autistic. Who knows at this point. But I do think he's on the spectrum. I love this clip now, this specific context. And it's even funnier on Annie's POV. Because Annie was fucking losing it. And with the context that this was probably at around the same time Annie fucking was super, super in love with Vidal. It's like, holy shit, dude. Annie wasn't ship baiting. That was actually how she felt. You know what I mean, chat? That was actually how she felt. So, fucking, you know. Yeah. I mean, of course, there has to be like some point in there. There was probably a point during their career where they probably might have been ship baiting. But, you know, the fact that it ended up turning real, it's like, you know, it's sad now. It's sad now. God. And you know what? It's sad. Because I think I said this in my first stream too, talking about this. But Annie was such an important part of the Neuroverse. Among all of them, she was like the excited mom. And Vidal was the autistic dad with their fucking turbo autistic daughter. You know what I mean? Shit. I think if they did it together, people would have celebrated. Oh, absolutely. But I don't remember when Annie, where Annie lives. I know Vidal lives in the UK, but like, you know, yeah. We can't assume that everything content creators say is a lie, grift, or bait. Yeah, no, of course not. What I do usually is we prepare for each scenario and think accordingly or react accordingly. She's Ukraine? Oh, gotcha. Whoa, is she okay then? Annie lives in Japan. Oh, okay, gotcha. She lives in Japan. I forgot. Gotcha. Annie is Menhera? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really watch Annie. The only time I've watched Annie is by extension from Neuro-sama. I thought Annie was like somewhat eccentric, but it never occurred to me she was Menhera. Yeah. She might be. But maybe she's the different type of Menhera that, like, you know, she's a different type of Menhera that I'm not attracted to, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I love my crazy women, chat. I think you all know that by now. But I'm attracted to a very specific type of mentally ill person. So anyway, let's talk about the last fucking drama that we're going to talk about, and then we end the stream, okay? So, oh boy. Remember Cha-Cha? Not Cha-Cha, the ice girl. Cha-Cha, the girl that got cancelled fucking 2 weeks ago and was involved in a hefty amounts of fucking drama, this bitch, and decides to fucking want to, and is like a very known alt changer to fucking pursue a very weird form of content creation where she wants to victimize herself for every single thing. Okay? Cha-Cha Chilla. Not the Filian's mom, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha Chilla. You know how last time she apologized, right? She made a Google Doc apologizing for everything. But then now she's back. Cha-Cha, you can make as many alts as you want and use that silly little voice changer all you want, but we know it's you. Stop lying. Stop joining our servers like nothing happened, but you're making this worse for yourself. And apparently, how they found this out was because her Twitter account was connected to her Discord. And she got caught. Hold on, is there a message saying that? Oh, there we go, yeah. Her new VTuber Twitter account, she switched to the connected Twitter account on her Discord after we called her out in VC. She's trying to get back into contact with her former friends. Yeah. And I believe this, by the way. I believe this because Chacha Chilla is notoriously very... she's infamous for being like a account hopper. She goes into PL to PL to PL to PL. Right? I mean, we talked about this last time where fucking Apollo from Mythos called out how many fucking accounts she reincarnated 4 goddamn times. And all of them, she's been Superman, Hera, and crazy, and she has to come up with a sort of excuse to leave that and start another one. And now she's fucking here. Right? And you know what she does? You know what she does? This tactician veil person. She tries to make it a culture war thing now. Okay, look, Jan Plenty, you're a VTuber? No way, my training manual didn't ready me for this scenario. Okay. Complete the heart? Okay. Where do I meet VTubers? Do I just have to join into all their Discord servers? Okay, so it starts very innocently enough. And there's even people already responding to her. By the way, a new Twitter account does not get these sorts of, like, engagement. They don't. Chacha Chilla? Yeah, Chacha Chilla. This is apparently Chacha Chilla. Right? Huh? The image you saved last in your gallery made me react this way. What was it? I came to VTubing from the real world because I don't like how I look or sound. I never expected to be ostracized and ridiculed because I would use a voice changer and force myself out to be as trans. Wow! She's pulling the trans card. She's pulling the transphobic card that people are calling her out for her bullshit. The fact that she is fucking Cha-Cha all along. Oh shit, I didn't know Proctor was here. You do realize that you're about 5 years too late to claim the trans label as a shield from all criticism, right? If being in a wheelchair and multiple fake suicide attempts didn't get you sympathy, pretending to have a feminine penis won't either. Go away. Yeah, because this girl's actually a girl. But she's disabled. She says she's disabled. So, you know, she likes to use labels as a shield for any sort of criticism. At first, she was upset because somebody called her inferior, and now she's upset that apparently people are calling her trans. So now she's trans. The new story is that she's trans now. Yeah. And she doubles down. The fact that people can get away with being so openly transphobic in this day and age is baffling to me. Yeah. Oh, Azihara's here. Have you even looked at the evidence she provided? By she's talking about this person, by the way, chat. Okay, let's just duplicate this tab. She's talking about the other person that initially called it out. She's talking about this. The evidence that this person provided. And as we all fucking know, Cha-Cha does this all the time. Yes, there might not be enough evidence to, like, you know, actually fucking say that it's her. But the fact that a former friend of yours said this, managed to find it out and link it to you, and the fact that you've done this multiple times in the past already, and you're also not even disproving it. She's not even trying to disproving it. She's basically saying, where's your evidence? It's obvious. It's so fucking obvious that it's her now. Zero accountability, absolutely. These people will never have it. I'm not sure why I'm being targeted, but your evidence is just 4 pictures with no links between them whatsoever. Yeah, sure. Sure. Okay, dude. Of course. If you're going to say that this is another voice changer, I give up. What's this? I can't even hear it, chat. She's basically trying... She's trying to do that. Holy shit. She's actually schizophrenic. She's Superman Hera. There needs to be like a Cha-Cha Chilla or like a what's her fucking name again? She used to go by her original name. There needs to be people following her. Following the new goddamn accounts that she'll make. Because she will cause all sorts of chaos wherever she is. So are they a boy or a girl? She's a girl. She's actually a girl. Now she's just pretending to be trans because she needs another layer of like outrage to protect herself against. Yeah, she needs a dedicated thread somewhere online. True. Well, Proctor is here and Aziara's here, so probably the TVA will make something like that. So goddamn. Yeah. So I guess that's the new one. Now, in the very small chances that this person is actually not Chacha, which again I super doubt. I'm sorry. Call me out on your Twitter if you're actually not Chacha, but I believe you are. A lot of us believe you are. It is so obvious at this point. I'm too employed for this. Who's that? Oh, this is the retard that tried to fucking cancel Florks because for ableism or some bullshit like that. Yeah. Trying to pretend that she's this good person and that, you know, everybody is out for her. Did you already talk about the Bunny Ayu return? Oh, I think I did. Yeah. I think I did. Right? Yeah, I think I did. Loosely though. Who's Florks? Oh, the agency. The CEO for Florks agency, the meme guy. This guy. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I think I talked about the Bunny Ayu return. More so just a meme though. Memeing it up rather. Oh fuck! Why would you do that? Why would you put that on Twitter? Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna change the VOD. I'm not going to edit the VOD. We'll see if YouTube does something to the VOD. And, you know. Yeah. So we'll do it like that. In any case, I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I think that's it, chat. I think we're gonna end the stream right here. I need to sleep, and you guys need to go to work or something. It depends. Oh, and again, wait, before you all leave, the VTuber Awards is happening February 1st. I'm going to make a February 1st for PH people, January 31st for American people. So, I will make a post about it later. I hope you all will enjoy it. I want all your asses to be there. Get some popcorn or something. Yep. So, thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Oh my god. Excuse me. Chat, I'm already demonetized. Look at this shit, okay? Look at this shit. I'm already goddamn demonetized, dude. It's so over. I didn't know YouTube was that advanced. Look at this. Look at this. It's limited. It's fucked. It's over. Well. Never underestimate YouTube, I guess. Yeah, that was super fast. Like, scarily fast. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to see you later, chat. Or, no, I don't think I'm going to stream until the VTuber Awards. Yeah, don't expect me to stream anything until the VTuber Awards because I'm going to be locking in for that. I told you guys, right? Like, I have all sorts of medical conditions now. I have to dedicate myself to one content, one at a time, to maximize the productivity that I can with the body that I fucking have right now. So, I'm not gonna stream. If there is drama, I'll probably cover it, like, unless it's urgent, I'll probably cover it, like, next week. So anyway, bye-bye. Yeah, unless something big happens. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.